Hi, everybody. Welcome to Easy Allies E3 coverage day 3. How are you feeling this morning, boys?
Feeling great, feeling energized, feeling pumped up, ready to go. Last day of conferences.
Last day.
Kicking
Well, tomorrow
off.
we've got Nintendo in the
True.
at like
But it's
early
pre-recorded.
morning.
Pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Last day of live shows. So I really, not a lot of hype for the PC gaming show out there that I've seen, not as much as obviously as like Sony or something, but I really just want to soak every last conference in, soak it in, enjoy the moment, because this is only once a year.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped.
We're gonna keep an open mind, be
Absolutely.
positive.
Yeah.
I love PC gaming.
Of course.
So
All three of us do.
Yeah, we all have PCs.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a light complement right now. A few people are out checking out games. So it's just three of us for this moment. But coming up later today, we've got a full complement for Ubisoft and Sony. So stay tuned for that. I'm joined by Michael Huber.
Hello.
I'm Ian Hink. This is Brad
Hi.
Ellis. Over on the running the ship over here, we've got Michael Damiani. And special guest Kermit the Frog.
Hey, everyone.
All right. Before we begin our PC gaming show pre-show, a little bit of housekeeping. We had been doing sub-only mode during the press conferences themselves. We've heard some feedback on that, and we've decided we're going to not do that. So instead, we're going to be in follower-only mode, but just as a little bit of a buffer if somebody's like real angry and wants to say something crazy, there's a 2-minute window. Once you hit follow, then 2 minutes, and then you can chat to your heart's content. So we're going to try that out instead of sub-only mode.
For the rest of the day.
For the rest of the day.
That's right.
Yeah. And for the rest of
E3.
all time.
Yeah.
These times are subject to change. If 2 minutes is too long or too short, we'll change it. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, let's get right into this, because the second PC show, which was last year, was about 3 hours long. And we'll see this year it's earlier. They used to be at the end of the day, and they had more of a talk show kind of vibe. So will they be different this year? Who knows? Last year, I'm going to just kind of run through these, and if anything catches your eye, let's stop and talk about it.
You know what else is 3 hours, Ian?
What?
Fellowship of the Ring.
That's true. The extended cut.
Is it over 3 hours?
Extended cut.
Extended
Over
cut.
3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Das Boot, also 3 hours.
Still gotta see that.
Das Weiße Band. German, a lot of German, whatever. All right, so last year they started off with Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3.
Nice.
Cool. Good stuff.
Well, actually, they started with this weird giveaway, this Steam giveaway. That was bizarre. But and then Clay announced Oxygen Not Included, which is like a little space sim, 2D side-scrolling space sim, which is now in early access. Ark Survival Evolved had some, I think it was the
Updates.
Primal update. They added the defecate button, and there was much
And then-
made
and
of the
then-
defecate button.
And then Bloodworth said they just added toilets, so
Yeah.
here we are 1 year
Here we go.
later.
Things are changing.
You can
yeah?
put
Progress.
that somewhere.
Then there was Giant Cop, which was a VR game.
Giant cop.
Yeah, which came out in May 2017
Recent.
to little fanfare.
Dang.
Yeah, kind of just
man.
nobody. It has like 5 user reviews on Steam.
I wanna
Not a
give
lot of
that
people
a
played Giant
shot.
Cop.
Giant cop. Yeah.
We thought it was funny at the time. I
Yeah.
think. Then Cliffy B talked about Lawbreakers,
Okay.
which I think is in beta right now, so that's happening. Then there was a Serious Sam VR moment. Then Don't Nod's Vampire.
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 I know you're hyped on that.
Very, very hyped on this game.
I'm really the most recent trailer was super cool.
Love Don't Nod, obviously. Life is Strange. Even Remember Me, I'm a big fan of. It's not a great game, but like a perfect game. It's definitely rough around the edges, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy Remember Me.
Really cool style.
They just came out with a trailer, a story trailer. It's like a 3-minute. I was lukewarm on the trailer. It kind of like goes through the town
the vampire
with like
one?
yeah, with some music. So
kind
maybe
of a fun song though.
it'd be cool if we saw just some straight up gameplay if they came out and they're like, hey,
I'd like
we're
to
gonna,
see- yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
So I can't-
that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I'm very pumped on this game.
Me too. Then AMD talked about a graphics card, the Zen CPU, and our favorite, the VR backpack.
Oh, the,
The
VR,
backpack. God, I hope it's here.
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah, I want to see this backpack.
See the improvements they've made to the backpack.
Yeah. And just to be clear right now, I don't know if you can see it, but Intel is doing a little pre-show, which we are not going to comment on. And then at 10, when the PC gaming show starts, we're going to start our reaction to that. Just so there's no confusion.
Yeah.
Then there was a gameplay for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord.
Nice, yeah.
Which is still, I don't think, out yet, I think. Then Killing Floor Incursion for Oculus VR.
Okay.
Still TBA 2017.
Killing Floor 2, PS Plus game this month.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
Then we had a gameplay trailer for Obsidian's Tyranny.
nice.
Yeah, which is an RPG that came out last year in November. I know Ben liked that a lot. Did you play that?
I haven't had the chance to play it yet.
Did you play it at all?
But you're the villain in that game, which is cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I trust Ben on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of like
Pillars,
or Divinity, and one of those isometric RPGs, which is pretty rad. Then Super Hot VR was shown.
I want to play that, dude.
Yeah, I've heard it's amazing.
So there's
I
a lot of
haven't
good
played it yet.
games here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
PC
thing.
gaming.
PC gaming, the pacing is generally not great because
Yeah.
it's just too much chat, which is what they were going for. It's like a talk show, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of these things are actually kind of cool. Like they showed Observer, which is like a survival horror kind of.
Yeah.
It looks rad. We saw a little bit of it at
Yeah. From the Soma
Xbox.
team, right?
I
Is
think
that
so.
Observer? Pretty sure.
I'm not positive on that. Yeah, but
Yep.
that's slated for quarter 2 or 3 this year. Arma 3 showed some stuff. They teased a Windows 3.1 HD remaster, which still isn't out. Drop Zone, which is an RTS/MOBA, scheduled for February 2017. It came out in
Zone.
February 2017. Bulkhead's Turing Test, which is a puzzle game, which came out last year, which looked cool, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't imagine anybody else here.
No, I'm not puzzle gaming, and I'm not proficient
No, Kyle. No.
in the puzzle solving.
Yeah, you should be on the table.
Get
Join
out
us,
here,
Kyle. We have
We need
2
you.
seats.
Gig. I'm on XSplit.
Whoa,
We weren't here, so I
Damiani.
have to do this.
Okay.
Keep that Kermit there, dude. He's filling space.
Kermit's over there, and you're up here.
All right.
Someone's up here.
A wild Damian.
We are
Bossman appears.
Fast and early and loose, Bossman.
Okay.
Look at that tie.
Yeah.
Boston's ready to go to work.
Pop.
Overland, which is sort of like a Mad Maxy road FTL kind of.
Oh.
They discussed that. Dual Universe, which is described variously as a sci-fi Minecraft or a single shard sandbox MMORPG, which is slated to come out September of this year. They talked about that. Day of Infamy, which is a World War II FPS. Mirage, which is a mage fighting game.
I have a question as we go through this list. How are we doing about games that came out since the?
Yeah.
He's been
not
sending
many.
dates.
Three
yeah.
or
lot of
four of them
early
have come out,
access.
and a lot of them, like a couple of them are in early access, and a lot of them are like to be determined or fall of this year.
Sure.
So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just going through real quick, and if anything interests you or you've played it, we can mention it.
Cool. Because it's a long list of games you got.
Yeah, it was 3 hours long.
It was 3 hours long last year.
3 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we warn everybody? We'll probably cut off.
Yeah, we're going to go up until our pre-show for Ubisoft.
Sure.
Which is
Yeah.
an hour before
Maybe a-
that.
maybe
so
a 10-minute
1
break in
here,
between.
or noon. When is it?
It's noon is the pre-show.
Noon is the pre-show. 1 o'clock is Ubisoft. Please be excited. Mages of Mistralia, which came out in May 18th, 2017, is kind of a top-down mage. You play a little mage, and you can actually like make spells. I guess it looks
Ooh.
kind of cute. It's an isometric kind of deal.
Mages.
And then Warframe had a bizarre
Okay.
Quidditch-like Lunaro, which is like a sports ball mode
Warframe.
thing.
Still
Still going.
chugging.
Still chugging
along.
Still chugging.
Crazy.
And that was the PC gaming show last year.
Ooh, that was the finale.
Yeah,
Warframe.
Warframe
Dang.
Was
sports
the
ball
Quidditch
game.
mode of
Cool.
Warframe.
I
Is
believe
it really
so, yeah.
Quidditch? You're like flying around
I mean, it's
on a...
Quidditch-esque.
Awesome.
Is how it was
How have I not heard
described.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
It's called Lunaro. I have no idea if it's still in the game. Anyway, there was a PC Gamer published an article that said what to expect of this year's PC Gamer gaming live show.
Do they still sponsor this?
They're saying something's up with Kyle's mic, like they can't hear anything coming out of it.
Oh no.
Oh.
All of a sudden.
Fix
Check,
this.
check, mic, check, mic, check. It's good to get this out of the way now.
Yeah.
Sean
Pre-show.
Levels
Yeah.
going up as he's talking.
Check, mic, check. Hello,
Can
everybody.
you hear Kyle?
I hope it wasn't chat trolling. So
We think we can hear Kyle. You got
Check,
that
check.
witch voice though, so you better just get up. on
okay,
it.
they can hear you fine.
Kyle, I like
Yes.
your hair today, Kyle.
Yeah, you're looking very handsome.
I
today,
really like
Kyle.
it.
Thanks. My plan was to walk in, get some coffee, put my contacts in. do my
Fresh
hair.
brew ready to
Fresh
go
brew,
right
just
now.
made, yeah.
But yeah, I
Just
don't want to
popped.
interrupt your pre-show. We got a pre-show going on.
This
right
is the time to
I
get your
mean-
fresh brew. Is this very moment? It's
After
now
do-
or
Tell you
never.
what, I'll get the fresh
The
brew.
window is closing.
Fresh brew, sure, everybody. Kyle.
Look, after Bethesda and Devolver
I'm just
last
saying,
night,
hear you, but through
E3
another
is
mic.
real easy. What?
They say they hear him, but it's not through that mic.
So
He
just
probably
a
hears
little
them on
tap, tap.
mine.
Do you hear this?
It's definitely registering.
Strange.
That's bizarre.
E3's canceled.
E3's canceled. Just sit on the other side when you come back, Kyle.
Okay.
Okay.
Fix that.
Yeah, we definitely will. So PC World put out an article
PC
of
gamer.
what to expect. Is it Gamer or World?
Gamer.
Whatever.
Promise.
I wrote World for some reason. Anyway, and they
Can
they
you
say
all
that
hear
there's a
me through
major
this mic?
Firaxis 2K announcement.
Let me know.
Okay.
Coming today. Firaxis makes Civilization. So
Some kind of expansion pack.
perhaps an expansion pack to Civilization 6, or perhaps a whole new
Thank you.
game. Who's to say? Would you guys be excited about
Could
that?
just be that mic's really low as well.
I mean, you're sitting next to the mixer.
Yeah, Boost
You know,
That's mic 5.
Boost mode.
you know, Ian.
Like
It, you know, we gotta get broken down to be built
Sit at the
back
same
up.
levels as everything.
Civilization. I wish I had more time to put into it. You know,
Yeah.
Civilization 6. When Ben got it, I was like, this is the one. This is fine. I have not played Civilization in so long. This is the one I'm going to get into. I picked it up. I played with Ben. I played a little bit at my house. It's such an overwhelming, time-consuming game, but it's so good.
It's very good.
So I'm looking for a reason to get back into it.
Give
Like,
me
if-
a reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
give me a reason today
I
to
love Civ
even
6,
even
yeah.
just dip my toe back into the world of Civilization. It's,
What would it take? What are you looking for?
anything. Like if a big expansion gets announced, like I'm ready. And I'm
Let's-
also still waiting to go home and download something. So if Civilization
Yeah.
was that game,
What happened last night?
did not happen.
So Hubert, I'd like define it though. What's the difference between a small expansion and a big expansion for Civilization? Specifically, what do you want to see?
I mean, like a new. Don't they do like full on new regions, like new eras? Like I know they did like
I think that's not unheard of. Usually, it's like a new aspect
race
to the, like they add like a diplomacy or religion feature, but a lot of those things are already in 6. Sometimes they'll do a new civilization, like they add on. I mean, the Aztecs or whoever is not in 6 yet.
Yet.
But those are like littler things generally. So for a bigger expansion, they usually like kings and gods and kings and stuff added a bunch of gameplay mechanics.
cool.
So yeah, I mean, it could be stuff like that.
Cool.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
I'd be excited to see an expansion. I'd be excited to see just a whole new thing. I believe they also make XCOM, Enemy Unknown.
That's what when you said Firaxis, that's what I thought of first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So XCOM 2 could get an expansion or something like,
I think that's way more likely.
or I don't think that they would do a console announcement at the PC gaming show. But yeah, I think an XCOM 2 expansion would be highly likely.
Yeah. Put money on that.
Which would be fun. I never actually got into XCOM 2, so I'd like to play
high
that one.
stakes.
Yeah, watch Ben play a lot of it. It looked
Yeah.
awesome.
Also, interestingly, they said that there will be a new game from Clay, again, who make Don't Starve, Mark of the Ninja,
Ooh.
Oxygen Not Included, which Oxygen Not Included was Clay announced at PC Gaming Show last year, which is currently in early access. So that game came out in early access, I think, about a month ago, and now they're going to announce a new game
Is that a space
at
game?
this show.
Hell of a team.
Oxygen Not Included is a space game. It's like a 2D side-scrolling colony builder.
Whoa.
Don't Starve, one of my favorite survival games. Mark of the Ninja,
Love Mark of the Ninja.
one of the best stealth games.
Yeah.
So
Really
good.
good. Really
Top notch quality.
Yeah.
Studio.
Clay's a good studio.
Good studio.
Yes.
KLEI.
Oh my god, Mark of the Ninja.
Clay.
If you haven't played Mark of the Ninja out there,
Give it a shot.
I've actually never played it. I've heard it's amazing.
It's really good.
it is amazing.
I gotta check it out.
If you like stealth games.
Sure, it's like 10 or 15 bucks now.
Then they said there's going to be new BattleTech footage, which is a turn-based mech game,
Okay.
which was very funded on Kickstarter.
Very funded.
They were asking for whatever and got like 2 million.
Sure. Very funded.
7,000% funded.
Yeah. It was bonkers. Yeah, and it looks, the videos with the team. Obviously, I didn't see a lot of footage from the game or anything, but the team videos were very charming. They seemed very, very enthusiastic. So that seemed interesting if you're into mech. It seemed like they were harkening back to the old days of mech.
Kyle, are you into
Front mission.
mechs?
Yeah, front mission.
Kyle likes mechs.
Kyle, have you played Mech Warrior?
I'm sorry, has this been repeating the whole time? This
This is
graphic?
brand new.
They just
Oh,
switched,
okay.
but it says 14 minutes. Program
So
starts.
this is a pre-show.
The
Pre-show.
guy from last year.
Then they say that there's going to be a demo for War Groove, which is an Advanced Wars style game from Chucklefish, who
Yeah.
published Stardew Valley and Risk of Rain.
Advanced War?
I watched a trailer for this. It looks very much like Advanced
You know
Wars.
what's hilarious is when a franchise that is universally loved, that you have so much passion for, when that franchise goes dormant for an extremely
Decade.
long time, and then just all these companies are like, yeah, here's a game like that, here's a game like that, here's a game like that. It's like, make
crazy.
Advance Wars!
It's crazy, Huber. It's not even like it's the exact same style. Even it's
Yeah.
crazy how similar it is.
I'm
But I think
pumped.
it's design wise is a little different, but style certainly just on the exact same level.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got some trivia right
So they're
now.
doing
excited.
trivia. I wonder if there'll be a Sims game.
2013.
Linux.
Good bet, Kyle.
B.
Great bet.
We should not be distracted by that. Sorry.
No, God.
Then
Oh, he was right.
they say that PlayerUnknown will reveal what's next for Battlegrounds.
Okay.
Battlegrounds.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Cool.
PlayerUnknown will unveil what's next for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
So actually, here's the thing. I thought the presentation of that during the Xbox press conference was too serious. I don't think that's what appeals to people.
It
the,
was,
the
yeah.
funny thing happened at the end, and I think you should have started with that. The pan.
Yeah.
This guy's sniping and they're like bonk. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
To me, that's the appeal of the whole game.
hilarious.
And so I wonder what the presentation today will be like, be it humorous or dead serious again.
I mean, yeah, this show it kind of vacillates between kind of chill humor, talk show vibes, and then very dry tech talk.
Yeah.
So what if this is the
So who
moment?
knows? I think it will be kind of goofy.
What if, because they defy all expectations and reality, Gabe Newell casually comes out to this wearing like sandals, just chilling, comes out, says, yeah, working on Left 4 Dead 3 now. So here it is.
No. Team Fortress 3. That's what I want.
Team Fortress
Well,
3.
Gabe
All
Newell-
the threes.
will
The
Gabe
three
Newell
threes. No,
No.
No. He's
No.
playing Dota.
he's making hats.
He's playing Dota.
Playing Dota right now. Please.
Chat.
Is it
you
Monday,
don't
9:50
hear
a.m.? He's playing
the
Dota.
stream
He's
audio,
playing Dota.
right?
What are you playing?
I saw
League of
somebody
Legends
complaining
instead.
about
Hates
about
it.
muting it, but you shouldn't be hearing it.
Sorry, Damiani, what's up?
He's mumbling to
Ignore it.
himself over there.
We ignore it. The audience isn't
I was
ignoring
talking to
it.
Chat. Whoa, this wind.
Damiani,
ghost.
chat is our entire audience.
We need the wind or we'll die.
Wait, what's up?
When you talk to chat, you're talking to our entire audience.
Yeah, I was asking. They kept saying mute the stream audio, and I'm like, it's muted. Where are you hearing it from?
Oh, weird.
So
Probably this. They probably hear this.
Well, just move your headphones away from the mic.
Okay.
Okay. Then there'll be a new announcement from Tripwire Interactive, who makes Killing Floor, Red Orchestra, Rising Storm, etc.
Okay.
Sweet.
And then it said, and more.
And more.
So
Excellent.
please be excited. So, you got a little bit into the wild speculation phase of our typical pre-show
Yes.
programming.
Hubert jumped straight to the
I'm
wildest of
sorry.
speculation.
You know,
The
I-
wildest of speculation.
I hear PC and I immediately see Gabe Newell smiling in my brain. It's like, God, how can I not?
Still? You
Yes.
when you think of PC, you
I'm
think of Gabe Newell
tormented,
first.
Kyle. I'm haunted haunting you, okay? He haunts me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Portal 3, waiting for Half-Life 3, waiting for Half-Life 2 Episode 3, waiting for Team Fortress 3, waiting for Left 4 Dead 3, 3, waiting for all of those games.
They're never going to happen.
Left 4 Dead 3 is the most likely to ever happen at this point.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like how they announce that. You know, if they go Rockstar style, release their own trailer. If they is it I'm not even trolling. I'm
Sure.
genuinely curious. Do you think it's ever a possibility that they just casually announce anything of that caliber in a setting like this? Or is there 0% chance that Gabe Newell or Valve or anyone comes out and is like, hey, we're working on Portal 3. We don't have anything to show.
Valve could do it. I don't think Gabe Newell would do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Gabe knew.
We haven't seen him since that Sony press conference.
Yeah.
Where they announced Portal 2 on PS3, I think. I think that was the last time we've seen Gabe Newell on
And
a
he
stage.
had it. That was enough for him.
Maybe you could correct me, everybody, if he was at an event.
Like GDC or...
Well,
I can't think of a GDC where he's
Gamescom
spoken.
or
but
something.
I'm thinking
Like
maybe like
him
a tournament
speaking,
or
yeah.
something, yeah. But yeah.
He's just chilling on his pile of money.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, I mean, he's doing work. It's not fair to say he's not doing work. It's just not the work we want him to be doing.
What if Valve could actually show a VR game? Some small VR type thing.
that's true.
Oh, I was thinking about Left 4 Dead, Huber. I think Turtle Rock worked on 1 and 2.
Yes.
They
correct.
wouldn't work on 3, and so it's like, who's even going to work on
Yeah.
it?
I wonder.
They like refused.
No, they went on to make Evolve.
Yeah.
Oh.
They did it.
They did.
Now get to
They made their own
Left
game.
4 Dead
What if they
3.
come- yeah,
Now go to Left 4 Dead 3.
With their tail behind their legs.
If it ain't
between their
broke,
legs.
don't
Yeah, sure.
fix it.
Yeah.
All right, so a few games that I thought we might see today. Elite or Star Citizen would be kind of fun to
Star
see.
Citizen, yeah. Wanna see
Some campaign stuff.
Yeah, just anything. Like, here it is, whatever.
Just show Mark Hamill and people are hyped, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see Lawbreakers again?
Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
Because we saw him
Yeah.
last year. Cliffy came out.
Oh, he was even
Cliff
speaking at it?
Blazinski, yeah,
cool.
he came and spoke
Yeah.
about Lawbreakers last time, so I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
and they're going hard at E3. Yeah, count on it.
Yeah.
Count on it.
Do we care about seeing Lawbreakers?
You know what's interesting is I
actually.
remember
Yeah.
when he started his studio, he said, I'm making a PC-only game.
And now it's
I'm-
on everything.
Well, it's not on everything. I think it's announced for PS4 and PC.
Okay.
Oh.
But like
Not
it just
Xbox? That's
Wait,
weird.
it is on PS4?
yeah. Exactly, Huber. Isn't that weird? Isn't it like it's the kind of game where you're like, it's on PS4, like don't.
Mouse keyboard support.
You would need it, right?
'Cause I can't-
For I think a game like
I think so,
Lawbreakers.
yeah.
that?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Like, I could never imagine Quake Champions ever being on a console. It's
Right.
just,
It's just that-
so insane, yeah.
Well, if you keep the crowds separated, it works for Overwatch. A lot of people
But
play
that,
on
like,
console.
totally changed the game. Like, Quake Champions is so fast. Lawbreakers seems like it's going for that insane amount of speed.
Lawbreakers seems
just
like
surprised.
the shooting
Verticality.
might be more like Destiny or Tribes. Little, I mean, you can play
Yeah, I'm
Tribes
sure it's
on,
slower
a,
than
on
Quake,
a
but-
console. Yeah, it's not twitchy, I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the intent. And
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be, like, faster than Overwatch.
I think it's pretty
I think
fast,
it's
but not as fast as
but
Quake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
gotcha.
not Twitch.
yeah. But yeah, I think we'll see more of that. That's a cool guess.
Do we want to see more Vampire?
Yes.
Do we want to see
Dunwall.
gameplay for Vampire? We were talking about that.
Nod.
Dunwall. Abbey of the Everyman, Huber.
Maybe I was wrong on that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Very, very excited for Vampire.
Tell
Like I
you-
said,
Why?
at the top.
Why?
It's from Don't Nod.
Yeah.
You weren't here when I was saying this, but
We talked about it.
yeah.
Oh, you already talked about Vampire?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Very
they showed
excited.
it last year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sure, last year they just came out with a story trailer like a couple days ago.
Do you guys remember the game Hellblade?
Yes.
Yes.
Very cool
Yes.
looking graphics.
Yep.
Very neat looking facial capture stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see anything from them.
I expect that to be in Sony actually.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
you're right. I think you're right.
Time for Ninja Theory to come back, baby. This game has been plagued with problems. They have redone this game numerous times. They've changed the name. They've delayed it. This game has been transformed over the years.
They haven't had a game since DMC, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I-
been a while.
Ninja Theory is one of my favorite studios in the business, and they do not get that much love and respect. Their games have not sold particularly well. They got criticized for DMC. I don't want to have that conversation.
They also worked on Disney Infinity.
Worked on Disney Infinity.
Whoa.
Enslaved Odyssey to the West.
Getting paid. Getting those
Uh,
paychecks.
Heavenly
get paid.
Sword. I'm so pumped for Hellblade, but I don't think it'll show up here. I think that'll be tonight at Sony.
I think that's good. I think Ninja Theory is at that point where they don't have their indisputed champ.
Right.
Like, you cannot say this is not a great game. You know what I mean? I don't think they have that yet. And I think they are capable of making that game.
Yeah.
I think so. And if it was going to be anything, it might be this one because,
Yeah.
I don't know, everything I've seen of it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. And the philosophy behind it, it's all about like mental disorder and
Yeah, that's intense for me.
it's very intense.
Mental disorder.
Yeah.
Mental damage.
Mental damage.
Will we see any PC Sea of Thieves
I don't think so.
in this action?
No.
I don't think so.
That's a bummer. Fortnite, do we care?
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely looks better than it did 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, it's been that long.
It's been forever.
Hellblade style.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love base building. I love co-op games.
Yeah.
This is a fun stream game for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This has stream written all over it.
Good point. And I mean, even beyond us, like this might be one of those things you see in the top 20 on Twitch consistently.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point, Hubert. It could take off in that way. I wonder what the X factor is. The randomness, I think. Just as if they can show that spontaneous, awful things can happen in this game, I think that's the demo you show.
You gotta have those moments.
Yeah.
In a match, and your matches need to be no longer than like 20 minutes. I think that's the sweet spot from 5 to 20 minute matches, whatever.
Wait, matches?
Like, is it a match or is it like persistent?
I got the impression it was persistent. Maybe, I mean, we got to see it demonstrated.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
This game's changed over the
We'll
years like
see.
so many
Sure.
times. I didn't know if it was
I don't
like
even remember
you
what it-
queue in and it's a match.
What I saw was base building.
Yeah.
And you're building your base up, and
But I
it
didn't
becomes a
know if-
tower at night, and then during the day
Yeah.
is when you go scavenge and things like that.
I didn't know if that was like forever or if like you build your base on like a round style thing.
At the
and
time,
gets
it was compared
destroyed
more to Minecraft,
Yeah,
the day and
it
night
was being
cycle.
prepared to
Yeah.
Minecraft.
many years ago.
Many years ago.
years ago. Will we see anything from Divinity Original Sin 2? I think that would
Hopefully.
fit here, or Pillars of Eternity as well. I think both of those
Hopefully.
could easily show up in this
Pillars
show.
of Eternity has a sequel as well.
I believe so.
Cool.
2 great games.
Yeah, I kind of counted on Ben to talk about those.
yeah. Same here.
Who reviewed those games?
Bad Traffic as well.
yeah. Oh, it's bad
traffic
today.
is awful.
Bad.
Something I actually am a little excited for that I didn't know was coming out, Sunless Skies, which is kind of a sequel. I don't know how directly related it is to Sunless Sea, but those are cool. They're kind of a fallen London. They take place in an underground ocean. Sunless Sea does. And it's kind of Lovecrafty, and it's roguelike, and you have a ship that you go around and you like run out of gas all the time and die. It's crazy.
We heard the R word. We're out.
Yeah.
I love roguelike.
I heard kind of Lovecrafty, so I.
Yeah, I'm in,
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah.
Do you
Speak
love
for yourself.
roguelikes? You do. You play
I
some roguelikes.
love
Absolutely.
roguelikes.
Yeah.
loves them.
He loves them.
He loves them.
Waiting on that Rogue Legacy 2. One day.
Speaking of Lovecraftian, there is a Call of Cthulhu game that we saw a little bit of last year at E3, and I'm wondering if that'll happen.
Isn't it is a good day to die, right?
Okay,
Is
here
a
we
good
go.
day to die. I need to know this. Is
Lock it
Warcraft-
in.
Yep.
Nice,
Yep.
you
Love
were-
Warcraft
It's a
2.
good day to die.
Warcraft 2 hype.
Man, I missed
That's
all
cheap.
Warcraft 2, dude.
Man, I miss
Missed
cheat
it.
codes too.
Didn't have a PC then.
Played at my friend's house. The same friend who introduced me to Resident Evil.
Who
He's
was
a hero.
it?
Jacob Cadena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob.
He went to our elementary school.
Not comfortable with first and last names.
Sorry.
Kadena didn't sign up for that.
Too late.
Yeah,
Too
we-
late.
Too late.
Sign
Good
release.
yeah.
He's a good man. He's a hero.
All right, we're
Show
just
me-
about at the 2-minute warning here.
PS1. Had that PlayStation. For those of you who don't know, Brad and I go back to.
Yeah,
They've known each other
first
since they were
grade.
babies.
So.
Kindergarten,
Wee
actually.
babies.
Kindergarten.
Nice.
The only other game I had written down that I still don't know how to pronounce is Eiter.
EITR.
EITR.
That game looks cool.
Eiter.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a cool kind of top-down 2D Dark Souls-y kind of deal, which looks neat.
Always.
It's been in development
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, any last minute and a half wild speculations, hopes, dreams, fears?
Kyle,
How
you know
much
it's-
how much hardware are we gonna see? How many backpacks? How many graphics cards?
See, that's the thing is like that's what pays the bills.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But they had that Intel thing already, right? So maybe.
Beginning.
They did do the Intel thing.
But I think AMD sponsors this one.
Okay. Yeah.
That's weird.
Didn't they do that last year? Was it
AMD
them?
sponsored it last year, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not
It might be
positive
Intel
about
this
that.
year. Which I think it is because the billboard said Intel on it.
Here's the thing. I trash on the PC gaming show. I'll be over on the bench next to Damiani when it's actually broadcasting. I think this is a super good idea. The idea of getting this much attention on these games that will never get this much attention is so good. It's such a positive thing.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, I really do love it. Obviously, you said it's 3 hours. That's too long for anyone.
Well, that was I'm wondering because before they used to be at night and
Yeah.
they used to be talk showsy kind of things, and this one's at 9 or 10 in the morning.
Yes.
So it's like, are they just doing?
Maybe they've changed it up.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're doing like a direct or something.
Little more
Maybe it's
quick,
it's
little
yeah,
streamlined.
a little
Yeah,
more
that'd be
quick
cool.
fire.
All right.
That's kind of my hope
That's a good hope.
because I would love to watch a tight, exciting,
Yeah.
PC based Because PC games get me hyped. I love PC games. Of course.
I love them.
Like, if this just has, like, a bunch of cool gameplay demos and trailers for a bunch of indies and fun big titles that we didn't know too much about, or that are... I mean, like, if anything has the potential to just shadow drop a million games.
Star Wars Empire at War 2 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't mind the banter. I don't mind hearing from the developers.
10 seconds.
I think that's good to provide context to these games.
you
Damiani,
know,
you want to swap out, dude?
Just stay up here.
He's not comfortable in the PC space.
I'm not comfortable in this space.
Just hang out.
All right.
Exist in this space with us.
Outside your comfort zone, Kyle.
I'm outside my comfort
All
zone.
right, powered by Intel, officially.
Okay, cool.
Corsair.
Get that RAM.
It's wearing a box.
Yeah. It is. It's like a child.
It's true.
Oh my God.
I take
Child
care
that
of
you
it.
build.
We
Yep.
turn the screws, we clean the fans, we
I gotta
thread the
go.
cables. It's got your
Boss,
fingerprints
but
on
just
it, and that has a special
turn off your
pride.
inner skeptic.
We
for a
build our
second.
PCs, and through them, we build.
It's so funny because Apple is such the opposite of this. They don't want you to touch a thing on the
Yeah,
inside.
which is dumb.
and our reflexes.
I'm down.
We write stories, we make mods because we
Was
get to
that
decide
Battlegrounds,
what
by the way?
experience we want.
I don't know.
Whoa.
God bless you, modders. PCs are scaffolding for our
Modders
imaginations.
pay up.
That's what
That's
PC gaming
sick.
means to us. To build. And to give back to your hobby
lot.
as much as it gives to you.
Bioshock's
This
coming
is the
right
PC
now.
Gaming Show
Dude,
2017.
Pretty surprising.
way.
System Shock 3, though, that'd be...
Oh.
Dude, I could chill up. I'm not even
Yeah.
trolling
There's that
right now.
fan-made
Yeah,
one.
it's Kickstarter.
This is day 9 again? Yeah.
This looks more like a press conference.
Is the PC Gaming Show sponsored by Intel? How are you all doing this fine morning?
Oh, so no
Ah,
Beavis then.
yes. You're doing woo. That's excellent. I'm your host, Sean.
That's such a
Day
good
9
joke.
Plot, and if you have
I really
never
like
been
that.
to this
Yeah,
show
don't you love this
before,
guy,
it's
Kyle?
I love this guy.
That is
we
a
have
lot of
slew
cards
of
he's
incredible
holding.
guests who are going to talk about all their
Selling.
upcoming games, one after
You're
the other.
doing woo.
So, I'd like to warmly welcome all of you for coming out to beautiful Ace Hotel Theater in
Ace
downtown
Hotel.
Los
He just
Angeles.
rolled
Twitch
right there.
chat, it's
So
a pleasure
good.
to have you here. I know that you're currently being productive and constructive in chat right now. Now, if you're interested in
9.
watching in another language, over at PCGamingShow.com, we have German, Spanish, Russian, Chinese. Feel free to head there, or stay
cool.
right here for English coverage. And
This is a
without
cool
any
shot,
further
too.
ado, let's find out what's happening
budget,
this year
dude.
at the
Yeah.
PC Gaming Show.
This is the PC Gaming Show. Live
Nice.
from the
Cool.
Paradise Hotel in downtown Los Angeles,
Darkest.
California.
What a pick.
Dungeon.
Coming up, Intel explores the future of PC gaming.
Dungeon.
New announcements from Xbox.
Oh, it looks like it is.
Sea of Thieves, man, Sea of Thieves.
Wow.
Cool.
Weisman, the creator of MechWarrior, gives a
Yeah, it's
first ever
Battletech.
look at Battletech's campaign.
I actually really like this kind of
Or
framing. What to expect.
Middle-earth,
This is good.
Shadow of War.
Wow.
A new game
How
for
fun is that to say,
play
man?
entertainment.
Whoa, that looks cool.
New gameplay from Total War, Warhammer
Yes.
2.
Yes.
New announcements for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Nod,
An
nod.
exciting reveal from Tripwire Interactive. And plenty more. Now,
No mention of
once again,
Praxis.
Sean Plott.
Thank you so much, evil omnipotent voice in the sky. Let's talk about our very first game. It is an expansion to the legendary and infamous turn-based strategy game,
Here we go.
XCOM 2.
There it is.
There it
is.
Bam.
Nice.
Where's Bam?
It's too rude, Hubert.
He'd be so pumped right
Love it.
You're not supposed to be here. At last, a true battle. If only you knew the truth.
Halo swords.
They were 3 resistance groups that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other.
So, you do exist.
They were sent here to purge the lost.
You are safe here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That can't be good.
Advent Hobbit. I suppose we should begin then.
Now the real war begins.
That looks like an expansion.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
That,
like big.
that looks
War
like
of
a
the Chosen.
that looks like the bridge to 3, you know, and 3 is like the finale. It's
Yeah,
like,
man.
holy crap.
That was
Those
pretty cool.
those
to talk about
3.
XCOM 2 War of the Chosen is the creative director of XCOM 2 over at Firaxis, Jake Solomon. Pleasure to have you here today.
This
So
is
they're not doing
very
like a couch
exciting. We
this year.
finally get to talk about
Yeah.
this. So yes, I'm very pumped. Thank you for having us.
Well, then tell us, what is War of the Chosen all about?
Well, so the goal with this game really was to make something massive. So we added a ton of new enemies, lots of new soldier classes, new environments, story, strategy.
Why start with new
systems,
enemies?
just tons of new toys for players to
Because
engage.
it's fun,
And I
dude.
understand
New
that
enemy,
it's an
enemy
expansion
variety is
that's even
big
larger
for
than
me
any of the
personally.
ones you've done
Okay, if
previously.
I've had the same thing over and
easily
over, it's so
twice the
boring.
size of the previous XCOM expansion. It is massive.
Wow.
Well, let's go ahead and start talking about some of the content
Enemy-
that's
Enemy
in
Unknown
there.
was a big
Who
expansion.
are the Chosen?
The Chosen, right? You saw them, they starred in the trailer. So they were designed to be the ultimate enemies of XCOM. They are 3 almost champions of the alien army. And they have 3 very distinct personalities.
don't belong
and 3
here.
Very
That's
distinct
cool. The
fighting
catchphrase
styles. The
aliens?
player's gonna
Yeah,
get
the
to know
catchphrase
them
aliens.
Well, because over the course of the whole game, they're going to fight each of those Chosen multiple times. And the Chosen,
Spoilers.
just like the player, they get stronger.
Were there always
over the
zombies,
course
by
of
the way?
Game. They learn new
I-
skills,
the
new
ghoulies,
abilities.
right?
I mean, there have
and
always
even
been kind of
gain
aliens, but I don't
procedural
remember seeing
strengths
those
that the player's
lost.
going to have to contend with.
So in a sense,
I
it's
never-
not
I
like a
didn't
normal
play
enemy where you
XCOM
might
2 though,
see
so.
a Chosen in one battle and a Chosen in the next. It will be the same Chosen again and again and again, getting new strengths.
That's right. That's right. And so they always have something new up their sleeve because they're always learning sort of new tricks.
Well, you mentioned these
Nemesis.
personalities of the
That's
different
really
Chosen.
cool.
Walk me through who the Chosen are and what these strengths and weaknesses might be.
Yeah, so for example, there's the assassin, and her personality is tied up in duty and honor. She feels very honor-bound to serve her masters, her creators, and she does it, of course, by hunting down XCOM and killing soldiers, you know.
A natural expression of identity.
We're bringing back some familiar elements from earlier games, yes. And so, but combat-wise, she's a mix of stealth and close-quarters combat, so she can vanish from sight, and she uses that to get in close on the soldiers and use her blade. So, like the other Chosen, she's very powerful, and she has a sort of unique fighting style that the player hasn't seen before.
And we've talked about this new obstacle in the form of the Chosen. You know, mentioned the assassin. Who are the other 2?
There's the hunter, that's more of a long-range sniper.
Yeah.
And then we have the warlock, which is, you know, a warlock. So,
I support
they
it.
look like
It looks
a
cool,
warlock. So
dude.
yeah, they
they
all
all
have
look cool.
very
Yeah.
unique skill
I
sets.
like
and so
her.
it's
She-
fun
she-
to
the
play
She
First
was,
one.
yeah, freaky looking.
What about
Yeah.
the new tools that players have in order to try to overcome this obstacle of the Chosen?
Yes, so
No, I wanna
as you
play
saw in the
this.
trailer,
I know.
XCOM is not the only resistance
Need that
movement
hyperbolic
on
time
Earth.
chamber
So in,
again.
War of the Chosen, you have these
build
3
one of
factions
those.
out there, and like the Chosen,
Shane
they
Carruth
all
on
have
it.
distinct philosophies and distinct fighting styles. But for the player to get access to those, first they
Primer.
have to win
Yeah.
those factions over.
There
They
you
have
go.
to recruit them to the XCOM
I didn't expect
cause.
anyone to pick
but
that
when
one
you
up.
do,
Gotcha.
you have access to the most powerful soldiers we've ever created. So
And we're taking a look at the Reaper
humans
right
look
now.
cool,
How would
yeah.
the gameplay of the
that's
Reaper?
right, the Reapers. So they
She was
are
like,
sort
"You
of,
do exist,"
stealth
and then was
marksmen
just looking at some guy in a tank.
Yeah,
You have the
suit.
skirmishers, which
Invisible
are actually
War vibes
defectors
on that.
from the alien
The
army.
gas mask
makes
there.
sense with the art style. Yeah, yeah.
Look at those fingers.
Spore.
Yeah, so they're
at those
half alien human hybrids, and they're sort of like single soldier wrecking crews. They're really powerful. And then we have the Templars,
Love
and they're the
hybrids.
most mysterious of the factions. They are
That is
psionic
straight up a
wildlings,
Halo
specifically
Yeah.
because
a Destiny
they
character
build
with
up
a
power
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
multiple attacks.
He was
that
dual
they
wielding
can
it at one
then
point,
though.
use
Oh, cool.
in more
So, yeah, they
devastating
can't be
abilities.
sued.
Sort of like
There's two
a
of them.
mini resource management mechanic specifically for the Templar.
It
That is
definitely
a
There's
Destiny
trade-offs
helmet.
there,
Yeah,
where
100%.
as they gain focus,
Looks cool,
you either
though.
want to keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
because it makes them stronger, or you can spend it on these really powerful
Little
abilities.
grenade there too.
Now, in the trailer, we got the chance to briefly look at the Lost. And though we didn't see them too
Right.
much, I wanted to get the chance for you to talk about them a little more now. Who
So
are
yeah,
they?
this is how PC
Right,
gaming
so
show
the
goes.
Lost-
Yeah, they show a trailer
this-
and then
this
they
comes
talk
out
about
of
the
the
first
idea
10
that
minutes.
the original alien invasion
Like, too
happened
much.
20
Yeah,
years
it's too much.
And in that invasion, the
But
aliens destroyed some of the greatest cities of the world. And
there is
we've
something to
never
be
been
said for a
back.
deep
So in
dive
War of the
kind of
Chosen,
info.
Yeah,
we go
and I
back,
really
and what you
appreciate it, 'cause
find there
XCOM
are
2
the
is,
Lost, these handsome
you know,
I thought that everyone in the
game
city's
of the
died, but
year
apparently they're
style
alive and
game,
well.
top tier
Fine.
game, and it
as you
wouldn't
can
get
see,
this
they've weathered
opportunity
the last
otherwise.
20
Yeah,
years really
absolutely.
well.
Like,
So,
this is the place for
yeah,
for
these are heavily
this.
mutated humans, and a single.
So they're not
Lost is not
zombies,
gonna
they're
pose much
heavily
of a
mutated
challenge.
humans.
Yeah.
But
Now we know.
unfortunately,
Wouldn't know
like
otherwise.
single
They looked a
Lost,
little
they move in
zombie-like,
large
and I was a little
swarms.
out.
And so when
Yeah,
you
now
go
that
to
I know
the
they're
cities,
heavily mutated
these
humans,
swarms
I'm
are
only
their
out.
eyes,
Come
their eyes glow green.
They're zombies.
And there is a silver
like
lining,
Fallout
which is that
ghouls.
the Lost don't like aliens either. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so once the
Third
Lost-
party, sign me up.
And I know that a big hallmark of XCOM
the
games
flood.
is the sort of
Disinterested
tactical
third party.
maneuvers of AI that in the same way you're planning, it's planning too.
That is cool
But
though.
the
Like
Lost behave
have
quite
this horde
differently.
that's attacking
Yeah, they're
both sides.
Love it.
So the idea is that you have this tactical combat going on against you versus.
I wonder if they
Advent
got the idea
aliens,
because they were
and
like,
then all
man,
of a
these
sudden
enemies
this
are really
horde
hard.
shows up and
Let's
it
balance it
throws
out by
everybody's
putting a horde of
plans out
people who kill
whack,
everybody.
And then you can even have maps
It's,
where
it's
there
just
are
such an
chosen,
extra layer of strategy
lost,
too,
Yeah.
using
fighting
them
at
to
it
your
at the same
advantage.
time.
I wonder
That
if you can
makes
get
for
stuff
some
that like
very,
baits
very
the horde
beautiful
over.
Oh,
to
that'd
the
be cool,
horde.
yeah.
It is definitely unlike any other XCOM missions you've played.
Dang,
Well, Jake,
Ben
you're the first guest
would
out,
be
so I'm going to ask
just
you the big
eating
question.
this up
Okay.
When do we get to play it?
We get to play this. War of the Chosen comes out August 29th, so very
Just 2
soon.
months.
Ooh,
Damiani.
Damiani, did you just guess that?
Wario 64.
People
cheated.
should follow us on Facebook if they want to keep up with all the latest XCOM information.
And Jake
Coming
didn't
soon,
want to
dude.
do
Awesome.
this, but
2
I'm gonna
months to
make him
catch
do
up.
it. Follow
Yeah.
Jake on Twitter. It's at Solomon Jake.
Very long,
Follow
hard
him,
games.
say hello, and tell him you're proud to be a follower.
Yes, please, thank you. I don't like self-promotion.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
I
At
paid
Jake
you
two are
Solomon.
great.
Thank you.
It's at
Kyle,
Jake
this guy
Solomon.
is the best
At
host.
Jake
Yeah.
Solomon. Thanks
Oh,
so
day
much
nine?
for joining
Yeah.
us.
He does
We
a
said
good
this
job.
last year.
Solomon.
Yeah.
Thank
He
you.
does a good job.
Thank
He did it
you.
all 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
Now, as some of you may know, I am not the only host at this event. Joining me to do all sorts of announcement goodies
Yep,
is a
push
woman
in with
named
that arm
Sonia
around
Reed, but you may know her a little better as
I think he's
OMG,
highly
it's
trained.
Firefox. How's it
Yeah.
going, Sonia?
I imagine like in high school he still had this
Hi.
charisma.
Thank you, Sean, and
Yeah,
hello, you
absolutely.
beautiful gamers. And whether you are checking us out online or you're hanging out with us here
Yeah.
today, I am super excited to be here and show you guys some awesome games. And you know what? I'm not going to wait. We're just going to get right into it. I want to show you a game called Ooblets. It is going to be coming out
Oh,
early
this
this
is-
year.
yeah, I was hoping to
Jones
see
was
this.
From
talking
an
about that
impressive
yesterday
studio of
on
only
the-
2 people
It's
called
like
the
Pokemon
Lumberlands.
meets-
So it's kind of a
EA,
mashup
right?
between
Katamari,
Harvest
Microsoft,
Moon meets
Microsoft.
Pokemon meets Adventure
Oh, yeah,
Time.
yeah.
Xbox
But
has
even
this.
cuter, if you can imagine that. So I'm going to show you how to grow and customize your Ooblets in this exclusive trailer.
She reads the teleprompter like the rest of us. We can't all be day 9.
Whoa. Is
Yeah, this game
mode?
looks delightful.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like Pokemon Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Yes!
My
Yes!
God.
Yes!
And then you like battle them with other little Ooblets.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Soundtrack
get real.
too.
love
Get
the
real.
town. Love the town.
All over.
Delightful. Oh,
Love-
they battle 3 at a time?
Player housing.
Or a store.
You're
Try
gonna
to
have
keep her
housing.
hyped.
You're gonna have housing.
You can have housing. Fashion Souls! Yeah, dude.
2 people? Really though?
2 people made this?
Yeah. 2 people. Oh my God. Those lights.
Dude, let's play this.
Let's play this.
Kidding? All in. Player housing.
Player housing. There
Player
it is.
Oh my
housing.
God.
Get wrecked,
Remember that
Animal
guy in the
Crossing.
corner? Yes. Dude, I'm a fan of that guy.
Yeah, yeah. Except him watching you
Yeah.
sleep at night.
No,
He's
protecting
protecting
you.
you.
He's protecting you.
All right.
Dance emotes? Oh my god. Goaty.
That's some good mocap.
Yeah. Guaranteed not mocap.
You don't think so?
Your move, Animal Crossing.
2018. Oh, we must wait. And so begins the long wait for Ooblets.
Little mistake there.
That trailer.
This is BattleTech, I think.
I'm on him.
This is not a Kyle.
Kyle, how
all I
out
gotta
are
say.
you? Oh, it's from Shadow.
This is not Kyle.
Dude,
What
this
looks
looks
awesome.
Wipes it away, man. Like the game looks cool.
This looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's the real-time ass, like,
Turn-based.
yeah, turn-based, like, isometric.
Trailer makes me so happy, and the previous one you just got the chance to see is the old school
Good cover.
tabletop
Good
game
cover.
BattleTech, distilled into its purest form on PC. And here to talk about it from
Something
Harebrained
was
Schemes
said.
is Jordan Wiseman and Mitch Gettleman. Welcome, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you up on stage.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that's the spirit. Oh, hell yeah. Now, there's been a lot of games based on BattleTech. Tell us about this incarnation.
By all means, BattleTech is a modern.
I know. Get Ooblets out there.
I think Ooblets is far off, dude.
Yeah.
That's like late.
Two people, dude,
Yeah.
doing their best.
Multiplayer skirmish.
Higher up.
And then our open-ended mercenary campaign.
Staff up.
Staff up,
Some of that
Ooblets.
single-player content by taking a journey to the Argo. I understand that, you know, there's all sorts of combat goodies that we're going to see in a moment.
That would've been a good bet.
The Argo is in
How many
between
space
missions. Walk us through
stations
what we're
will
seeing.
we
So the
see?
Argo
Oh, yeah.
is broken
That's
down
too many
a
to count.
bulk of
Is that really a good bet?
spaceship.
There's lots
Built
of
on
stations.
Era, and it is your mercenary command center.
We're not
You can
counting
take
this,
it
though. It's
all
too long.
over the,
count
all over
this.
space.
No, PC gaming shows
going
excluded.
From star system
Really?
to star
Yep.
system.
Because we wouldn't
and
watch most
taking
of it.
We did
mercenary
exclude.
jobs from
Dude,
all
that
sorts of
map
different
looks-
people, from
Oh,
petty
oh,
dipshits
yeah.
all the
This
way
game
up to
looks
the great Lord
Way
Caesar.
better than I
hardcore,
thought
dude.
it would
I
look.
love
Yeah.
it.
This
And,
game looks cool.
From there,
I
you
thought if we
can
were
also
a part
command
of
your
Easy
entire
Allies count,
mercenary
it would be
crew,
fun
their
to bet
Sumerian
on Easy Allies. Like, how many times will
navigator,
Easy
and you
Allies
command her
mention
and all of your
Dark
mech
Souls
warriors
or
as you take
Bloodborne?
your
Oh,
job.
that's so
During
Somebody
the week.
tweeted at me or at us that
Sure. So
that they
you're gonna
were
see a few
betting on
lines,
our
Oh,
bets.
yeah, a lot of
Maya
That's
Arano.
very funny.
She's a deposed ruler. Her throne was
Save
taken by
save
her.
room
Yeah.
music
You are
in here
going
going.
to
sweet.
Not my kind of
jump
mech,
in
Brad.
and
Oh, I know.
help her
It's not a
down her
Gundam.
throne.
Yeah.
Of course.
But it's still-
been
I think it's
plunged-
cool
the
in its
whole
own
space
right.
has been
These are very
plunged into a
Pacific
20
Rim
civil
mechs.
war.
Kyle doesn't like
These,
Western
of course, are
mech.
the tools
Yeah, yeah, I like Eastern.
Western
Yeah.
filth mechs.
Hammer
It's funny
blast.
though because I used to draw mechs like this in
and here in
middle
the mech bay,
school.
which is
Oh, yeah.
one of the
all
We
the
all
time.
did.
This
Yeah.
is my
to
like
the
that's
Argo. You're able to customize
the bent backwards
the mechs,
chicken
adding
legs,
weapons,
absolutely.
Changing out weapons and armor,
And, like,
heat
the way they're
sinks,
being
all
built.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
in
missing
here
parts and stuff. It's
your
really
I like
master
this guy.
ceremony.
This guy.
Yeah,
This
this
guy.
guy.
When
Winter
Jolly
Soldier
guy.
here.
Because
Winter
after you
Soldier.
come back from combat, you're immortal.
Scratching his
You're
belly.
supposed to make money.
What, just 'cause of the
Taking damage.
arm?
Yeah. Same with the Wolfenstein.
So
We're at
that's
2
a
Winter
really
Soldiers so
delicate
far.
balancing
I can imagine that trying to get all the parts that you need for your ship can be a little
So this is
difficult.
kind of
Absolutely. That's why
XCOM
things like,
hub.
especially in this time in
base
era,
here.
where parts are scarce, Battlefield
I think that's
salvage is an
fair,
important
and it sounds like you actually have to take care of the
and that
base.
also gets into, you know, like when you take out
Wonder
take out
Woman
an
over
enemy,
here.
try to leave the parts you want.
Yeah, you want to hit him just hard enough
Dude,
to
Wonder
take
Woman.
him down.
So good.
There's Lady Kamea Arano there, and
one in
she's
the box
going to
office
be the
still.
person you
Kamea
work
Arano.
for during the campaign.
She has Kamea
But
in
of
her
course,
name.
when the campaign ends, the single-player story ends, you can still play the opening
go.
campaign,
Dude.
traveling
Let's
around
go.
doing whatever you want. And there are the
Yeah,
The short
now
one
we're
is
gonna
my
get a
favorite
chance
mech.
To look at the combat itself. You're coming down
So
from
if
the
you
Argo,
started
you're descending
Kamehameha, you
into
gotta
battle.
finish
Walk me through what we're seeing.
By all means. So,
Dude, look
so,
how far you can
Battlefield's
move.
a full 3D environment, and like a modern tactical game,
really
the
fast and
environment
loose.
like line of sight,
What a funny
sensors,
law. What
cover,
did he say?
you know,
You
freaking
start
7 foot
a
tall covered
Kamehameha,
in
you gotta
armor,
finish it.
hiding in
Yeah.
a forest still helps. It soaks off damage.
So this is
And
what
so
I'm
all
way
those are kind
into.
of quirky.
Yeah,
I don't
this
care
looks
for really
rad.
the demonstration of the
Right.
spaceship,
Facing
but like
really
showing how the
matters in
game's played is
Battletech.
cool.
You know, battle mechs aren't giant bags of hit points. Instead, they have 11 different armor locations. There's internal structure. They have the
Giant
internal
bags of hit
components,
points.
these critical slots filled
Dude,
with
look
all
at
sorts
that.
of important
This is
pieces.
hardcore.
So
Yeah,
you're
this is
trying
very
to
hardcore.
defend
Yeah.
one
Find those
location,
critical slots,
man?
and then keep
Like
your
XCOM
facing
2,
to try and
hardcore.
penetrate it, get to
This
the
is-
juicy bits.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
is
see
another
this
level
diagram
of
at the top
hardcore.
But
reminiscent
like
of
it's
the
sim,
original
dude.
table
It's
game,
like
which I
This is
actually
military
played as a
training.
kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I like. It's
As a
like if
kid,
you
huh?
actually wanted to play a game that simulates mech wars.
Yeah.
They're
I
trying their
understand
hardest
the-
to like
Yeah.
accommodate for
idea
everything.
where damaging the arm disables that weapon, but the mech
Absolutely.
can keep going.
This
And
looks
you keep
really
going
cool
on,
to
you
me.
blow that arm off, and
I
they
like the
lose
look
those
of it
weapons.
too.
sure.
And the
And
back is really juicy and tasty too. You get around the back of a battle mech and penetrate.
Whoa, dude, lewd.
I said that out. We're live, right?
We'll allow it. We'll allow
there
it.
you go. What you just saw there is Melee. One of the things we're really excited about. I mean, mechs were not only weapon systems; they're giant, armored suits, and so going up and being able to slug and kick and just even put a foot
I love how
through a
they talk
cockpit,
about mechs
or
as
death
though
from
they're
above,
like
jump,
real
jump up and
things.
slam down.
These men love
all that stuff is
mechs.
supported in this game.
Yes.
You really want to manage your heat too. You're walking
Mech
around these
enthusiasts.
pilots are
No, yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on a giant nuclear reactor basically, and so you really want to watch your heat, how much
like this
your,
guy here is
your
overheating.
different weapons do, because if you shut down in combat, you are quite vulnerable.
It's been really fascinating to watch a lot of the streams because I know you guys just went into beta. Where can the people here go to sign up to play?
Why, Sean, they can go to battletechgame.com. That's battletechgame.com. Come find us on battletechgame.com.
This is the guy.
That's right.
I like the developers. They're cool.
It's cool.
State again.
That's what I was saying. Like in their Kickstarter, they're all very charismatic,
Thank you guys
really
so much
cool.
for coming out. Jordan, Mitch, it's been a
I'm gonna
pleasure.
remember that.
Thank you.
BattleTechGame.com. That's in my head now.
BattleTechGame.com.
For the rest of the week.
Now, our very next game you may recognize from PC Games past. To talk
That was a
about
really
it,
good demo.
we got
I liked
Sonya
it.
and the Mezzanine.
Thank you, Sean. Our next game is going to come to us from our friends at Tales World Entertainment, and they have been working on an awesome open-ended action medieval RPG game, so I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. We're going to check out the trailer for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord.
Oh,
Dude, yeah. Here we go. Good times. Such good times, yeah. Always fun. Yeah.
I haven't played any of these. Have you played them?
Yeah. Yep.
Are they
Here we
sweet?
go.
A lot of friends of mine love these games.
they're fun.
Really? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
They're big time.
Storm the gates. Yeah. Look at that.
So it's like chivalry, like realistic combat kind of deal, or
Yeah, but like bigger, like large scale.
yeah.
You know
So
what? It's impressive. This runs. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. Cavalry. Fall.
Yeah,
Twilight
Damiani is
Princess,
not into it.
Ganon only for Damiani.
Ganon only.
Yeah, Hyrule Field or bust.
Yeah. This looks kind of like Hyrule Field.
Whatever. Yeah.
Montague. No, that's a good one.
Get off your horse. It's like, I have to kill the other general. Let's do this one-on-one, dude.
Yeah, for honor.
Yeah. Rallying your troops.
Yeah, it's cool because, I mean, this stuff happened.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of interesting about this, is like historically.
Watch Vikings. Check it out. Historical battles.
Is that a TV show?
TV show on History Channel.
Oh.
Check it out. The creator writes every single episode of the show. Season 5 is coming back.
Oh, I thought it was done.
No. Bannerlord.
I would love to win a battle with arrows sticking out of my chest.
Yeah.
What a feeling that must be.
And then die 2 days
Always
later.
a pleasure
Yeah,
to have
from
Mountain
infection.
Blade
We
2
won.
here at the PC
We
Gaming
won.
Show.
Because
Now, I know we've
witches
just gotten
cursed
started.
Cthulhu.
We've seen
Yeah.
XCOM and Ooblets and Battletech. We would love to hear your thoughts. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show. Let us know what you think. We'll even put some of the tweets up here live. Not all of the tweets, because that would be a disaster. Some of you on Twitter really need to pull it together. But either
Compared
way,
to like
we'd be
the first
thrilled to hear
24
your
minutes of
thoughts.
most other press
Coming up
conferences.
next, we have the sequel.
It's pretty good.
To Total War Warhammer 1.
Ben's here?
It's Total War Warhammer 2. I'm joined by Al Bickham from Creative Assembly.
Hey there.
How's it going, Al?
Yeah, really good. Good to be here.
So
Let
tell
him
me,
in.
what
I'm
is
just
it
worried
that's been
something's
going
wrong or
on since
something.
your announcement a few months ago.
Let him pace.
Quite
Let
a
him
lot,
pace.
really.
All
I
right.
mean, this is we're working on the second game in our trilogy. It's going to be every bit as big as the
What
first
game is
game,
this?
but we're layering
Total
on.
War Warhammer 2.
We're sort of doubling down on all the stuff that made the first game so fun, which is real diversification between the factions.
He makes the hat
and
work.
A whole range of new kind
Hard
of
hat to pull off.
gameplay
You either
extras in
can or you
campaign games
can't.
as well.
Same as in.
4 new factions set across 4 new continents.
There's 4 new factions, is there?
Yep, 4 new factions. Yep.
I thought there were 2 big ones we were talking about.
No, well, we're focusing on the High Elves and the Lizard Men at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's the Dark Elves
Lizard
as well,
Men.
and another 4th
High
race
Elves.
That's what I'd
which
be
we
playing.
have yet to
Yeah,
try.
Lizard Men. Always have some Lizard
I
Men.
know, terrible, isn't it?
Well, Al, talk to us a little bit about the High Elves and the Lizard Men.
Right, so
Tell us
so they're
about the
both
Lizard
essentially
High
working towards
Elves.
the same goal in the campaign game, which is to heal the Great Vortex, which is a sort of unique feature of the campaign map which ties the
Gotta
whole
heal
narrative
that
of the game
vortex.
together.
Right.
But even those in the Warhammer world with the same aims will inevitably come to blows at some point. So that's what we'll be showing today.
And we're going to be looking at what is called a quest battle between the High Elves and the Lizardmen. Walk us through a little bit of what we're about to see.
Okay, so this is we're about to show some footage from a quest battle for Krokgar, who's one of the legendary lords for the Lizardmen, and this is one of his quest battles, and it's the battle for the Fallen Gates. So you'll see the massed Lizardman forces trying to oust the High Elves as they try and they're sort of meddling in an ancient power side of the Lizardmen.
Well, I'm very excited
They
to
have
take
me
a look.
operating
There's
their
going to be
stream
some
over
in-game
there.
footage from
Dominator's running both
battle.
our stream and their stream.
Wait, was Ben really out here? And
Yeah, let him in.
Oh my God, you guys are yelling.
We said it.
We're not sure if he's like got something going on or something.
Yeah, I think he's like taking care of some car trouble or something.
Just open the door in case he's shot.
Sure, those Lizardmen.
Whoa,
yeah.
look at those guys.
Oh yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Ben, are you gonna join us? Ben, XCOM 2 expansion.
Looks, it's called War of the Chosen.
It looks insane.
August 29th.
Dude, this looks awesome.
Yeah, this looks
Look at
great.
this. Yeah.
Get up to the
Dino
war.
battle.
Yeah.
Join us.
Join us, Ben.
If you gotta
Lizard
prep,
Man.
you gotta prep.
I would love to join you guys. I have to prep for you, so.
Okay, do it.
Prepping it up.
Do
Prep
it.
it up.
Okay.
But I expect highlights.
When can
Oh,
we
for
expect
sure.
Ubisoft? When's that happening?
Ubisoft, we're doing the pre-show.
September 28th, Al. That is the first time I think we've got the chance to see that official release date.
Yep, we're announcing that today. We're officially out on the 28th of September. So we're available for pre-orders now. We've got a
September
an
and
early adopter
October,
bonus, which is
getting
really significant.
Stacked up.
28th of September
bunch
is
of new
like
content for Warhammer 1.
that
It's
that
a
that
new race pack, in
that
fact.
time right before
so
the
yeah,
entry point
it's-
when things
it's,
get
uh,
nonsense.
Yeah.
It's a good release
Yeah.
date
Yeah.
for a game
I
of
wanna
that
have you
caliber.
talk
I
a little
think.
bit about what it was that we just saw in the Battle of
It's
the
gonna
Fallen
just like
Gates.
creep
Right, so
further back,
as I
like
mentioned, this is a
September
quest
21st.
battle.
Yeah.
This is the Lizardmen versus the High Elves.
Right.
And this is what we've got playable here at E3 this week.
Do you think that
so you'll
blazer
be
is
able to
itchy?
take
Yes.
control of the
Yeah, his
Lizardmen
neck's
in that
itching.
battle and experience that
I couldn't handle it.
immense diversity and all the
couldn't do
crazy
it.
stuff
He's a
that's
pro.
going on in their
Sometimes
army
that
because
material looks
they're
itchy, but
essentially
it's
an
not.
army of
Yeah, if it's
ancient
cashmere, it's
spacefaring
probably nice.
dinosaurs. And they,
So maybe
you know,
not.
small
The things we're
dinosaurs,
driven
the
to
right big
during the PC
dinosaurs with
gaming
Aztec
show.
space lasers. And it's, you know, it's playing
It's a
with
fascinating
Warhammer.
blazer.
Dinosaurs all the way down.
All the way up and all the way down. Yeah. So and Warhammer gives us these toys to play with to make the game with. It's awesome.
Well, backing out of the battle, I know that the campaign map in Total War Warhammer was a big hit. What's going on with the campaign level in Warhammer 2?
So in Warhammer 2, we've got a ton of new campaign features which lead you to kind of explore and discover and gain new abilities and that kind of stuff. And it's all based around a sort of overarching narrative, so all the races are in tension right until the end. But we're also, shortly after launch, we're also releasing a
Just
free
some
update to the game,
stomach
which
pains.
will bring the combined
Some light
campaign.
pains.
You were suffering from stomach pains.
What's going on, man?
Scale of 1 to 10 stomach pains. It's like a 2.
You want me to get some Tums or
No, I'm
something?
okay.
I've got Pepto in my
You want some Pep?
house.
No, it'll
Here at
pass.
E3, not just
Let's give him some
this
Pep.
show,
I'm
but
fine.
also
I
on
think
the
he's
I don't have
playing.
a
I think he's
Pep.
downplaying
They're
it.
in my house.
Yep, so they
I'm
can
fine, I
play
swear.
the
I
Battle
brought
of the Fallen
Pep. I'm
Gates.
good.
We've
If
got
I
two
need
difficulty
it, I'll
modes,
grab
so a kind of starter
Get Pep.
difficulty mode and a
okay.
veterans difficulty mode. And they'll also get to see...
It's like
we'll
usually
show
in the
when-
mornings
when
I
you
get,
play it,
you know,
you'll see the actual
little
campaign
upset,
map.
a little
We'll put a
uneasy in the
video
stomach.
together that
I get a running
details
nose in the
loads of the new
morning.
features in
Yeah.
the campaign map, so you can actually see
true.
them in action as well. So if you get a
PC
chance, go
gaming
play.
conference.
PC
I'm
gaming
anxious
show.
too. It's
Al,
a
I
big
wanna
day.
Thank you for
coming out
joining
and
us
talking to us today about
My
for this
Total
PC
War
gaming
Warhammer 2.
stream.
Once again, feel free to check it out on the E3 floor, or if you're at home, there'll be tons of footage and updates about the Battle of the Fallen Gates. Now, our next game is in the card game genre, a genre
Fable.
where no
There you
matter
go.
how
Gwen.
hard I try,
Gwen,
I wind
Gwen,
up playing
Gwen,
bad decks
Gwen.
and having fun.
Gwen.
Here to talk about the upcoming expansion for Shadowverse is Kriparian.
What?
Shadowverse. Haven't heard of this one.
Hey guys, how's it going? Crane here. Today I want to talk to you
That
guys
buzz.
about Shadowverse. Shadowverse is one of the best card games out there because it basically just does everything right. Every time I log into Shadowverse, I have an amazing experience. I can
What do you
play
think inspired this
whatever
game?
deck type, whatever deck,
I don't
whatever
know.
cards, anything I want to do. And of course,
play for
every
trolling.
time there's new cards
It's
added
so
to the
Hearthstone.
game, this whole
It's from
thing
its
gets
animations to
forwarded,
its display.
And really, the game gets so
I mean,
much richer. And with that,
a lot of
ladies
card
and
games look
gentlemen, I give
similar.
you the
Same with like the
worldwide
screen
debut
shake
of the
and the
Wonderland
big numbers in the
Dreamers.
corners.
Wonderland Dreams.
Shadowverse.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that logo. I've heard of this.
I have a book for thee, like no other. Each page a window to a long-lost land.
I like the
Where
music.
fairy tales dovetail with myths, and
It's fun
wishes
art.
give birth to legends grand.
Whoa, Don Quixote.
Knights and dragons, or wistful love. Within this book, all ambitions bloom. But be warned, my fickle friend.
Nowhere vibes, kind of.
A dark abyss awaits us all.
The art is better than Hearthstone.
For blood-pricked roses wishes be. But fear not
bait
to
me like
bite
that,
life's
I will
fruit.
bite.
Courage is
My
key.
spring is trapped.
With
My
a
trap
bated
is sprung.
breath, the door
Oh, it's too
swings
early.
open.
My spring is trapped.
Purged in flame. The hand you choose defines your fate. So I ask you, is this really just a game?
Is it really just
Wonderland
a
Dreams.
game?
June 29th.
Sweet, that's coming up.
Coming up.
So many card games.
Thank you, Psy Games, and thank you, Crip.
Keeper just wants
As you
one
know,
thing to go
technology is an
download.
extremely important component to games,
I mean,
especially
you get
with
the rest of the game.
ever-increasing power of hardware and with new demands coming from VR. Here to talk a
Here
little
we
bit
go.
about tech in games is the leader of the
Backpack.
software development group at Intel.
He is
It's
standing.
Doug Fisher. Doug,
Come on.
out.
Bring out that backpack.
The backpack, please.
Backpack. Intel's answer to the backpack.
This person's pretty much
It's
like
great to be here.
way
I want to
smarter
thank you,
than
Doug, for coming out, and of
This
course, thanks
person-
to
yeah.
Intel
Do you know
for
him?
sponsoring this
About to,
event.
like,
Really
be
appreciate it. It means a
humble.
lot to us.
Genius
That's
level
what
Doug has a
intellect.
whole bunch of exciting stuff to say. I'm going to give the stage to
J9 is
Doug.
very tall.
Goodbye.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am very excited to be here. And I'm very excited to talk to the PC
like
gaming
that
community
actor.
about all the announcements we made this morning from
Oh,
Intel.
yeah.
I'm a software guy, you're the gamers.
Yeah,
all these announcements are very relevant to
He's
everything
like
we do.
one part
You know,
Kiefer
2016
Sutherland
was
and
an
like one
amazing
part
year
Gary
for
Willis,
majors in
and
gaming.
then one part Gary.
Look at the number of live streams in Twitch. Over 2 million new live streams. Over 300 million esports enthusiasts.
I feel like
And look
the
at the growth in
cameras
VR.
stopped down.
2017 is going to be even more
Who's
amazing.
in, Problem
and
Child?
why? Because of you.
Oh God.
It's because of
His
you in
name?
this room,
I
the
don't know.
PC
That
gamers.
famous
It's because
actor
of you on the broadcast. You are
Chat,
the ones that bring
tell
the
Damiani who's
innovation
the
that we create.
human male
you drive
lead of
us to
Problem
innovate. You're
Child.
on
Yeah.
the edge of technology all the time. with
Their
it.
projector
You
sucks.
have that
I
instinct
think the camera
on what
is
the new
very dark.
capabilities
Yeah,
are
like
that
every
we
shot
need
looks
to
really
deliver. And then you have
Their
this
wide shot,
amazing,
yes.
Their wide- like, this looks fine, but yeah, I guess
social
your wide
It's
shot
like
is
Kevin
under.
McAllister's father in
young,
Home
old,
Alone.
male, female.
Okay. I see.
Sort of, yeah.
That's
John
Ritter.
Ritter.
That's a good one.
Getting together,
John Ritter from Problem
inspiring
Child.
each other.
John
to immerse
Ritter?
themselves
There's no
in this
Ritter
environment.
resemblance.
Now it
There's
starts
no
Look at his
overlap.
face.
Intel
His,
with
oh, he's like
amazing
Kevin
hardware
Bacon
technology.
mixed with
We've
Kiefer
talked about
Sutherland
the launch
mixed with Bruce Willis.
we had 2 weeks ago of our X Series platforms. Now, you gaming enthusiasts will love
What's he
the
talking
Core
about?
i7
Esports, man.
overclocking capability. It's an amazing
The moment you bring up
overclock.
esports,
And
I'm
you
out for like
megatasters
30
wanna
seconds,
game,
and then I'll tune
Your
back
brain
in.
is just like,
love the
Kiefer
beast of them
Sutherland.
all.
Then you
the
come back.
Core i9 Extreme Edition.
I9.
Amazing system
We're
for this environment.
officially
Now, as a
last
software
gen,
person,
I9.
I
We're out.
love this
We're out,
environment. I
man.
love
Yep.
this hardware. Because
Yeah,
why?
I've got an i7.
It
I'm like,
gives
I'm a
software
scrub.
people
And Intel.
less
I got an
time
upgrade.
waiting,
Graphics cards have
more
been
time
upgraded too.
creating.
Oh my God.
Creating
I'm still on
amazing
980
content.
like a
I
like a
work
peasant.
with over a million gaming developers
Might as well throw
to
my
ensure they
1080
take
away.
full
Yeah.
advantage
Throw it in the
of
trash.
all
Away
that
now, dude.
innovation we
Give
put
it to
on
me.
our platform. Or it's working on the caching
I'm trash. Give it to
algorithms,
me.
so the high-density
some
graphics
concerning stuff
or
about the i9.
multi-core. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
yeah?
All
Damian,
the
you got the
different
scoops?
areas.
Fill us in, Damian. What's the
Based on
scoop?
Yeah.
Some of the
we
popular
ensure these
YouTube
millions of
PC builders
developers
said
are
it's
making
very
the
restrictive
most
on what
out of that
parts you can
platform,
use, 'cause a lot
delivering
of
the
parts
best
won't
content.
work
'Cause it's
They
so
work
new.
to market that
So Intel's
so that
basically
all the
pushing
gamers
their
out
own
here,
parts.
the
Like
billions
Intel
of
SSDs
gamers
will work
know
better
the
with
new
it than any
compelling
other
content
SSD apparently.
that's
Wait, even the
available.
SSD has problems with it?
Not
That's
problems, but
weird.
like stuff is their own stuff will be more optimized for it. over any other
And
brand.
this is just
I
an
usually wait
example
a year
of
anyway.
some of the titles.
You gotta
we
wait
work
till
with.
better
I'm sure you
motherboards.
guys
You gotta wait a
recognize
year.
a lot of these titles. These are just a few examples,
like, a lot
whether
of
it's
that
Halo Wars
customization
2
is
or Overwatch,
no
or in the
longer
VR
optimized
space,
as well.
where it's
You know
Arizona
what's
Sunshine.
sad is
or
like
the
that's how I would
Unspoken.
run the business.
We're working with all these
How?
content
Oh, they're doing
providers
it
to
because
ensure they take
they
full
want that,
advantage
but,
of
like-
all
Yeah, they
these
want you
capabilities.
to have Intel in and
How many
out your
people have
entire
heard of
PC.
Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like early access, but hardware.
I couldn't
like
be
it's
more
similar
excited
in my mind.
Early adopter.
to tell
Like,
you that we work with Bungie and
it takes a year
Activision
to
to bring
get that stuff.
Destiny
Stop this
2
camera up.
to the PC.
Destiny 2,
That,
baby.
yes, we're bringing
It
to
is a
the
big
PC.
deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
He's
bringing
listening
it
to
to
me. He's listening to me right now. I feel so
Battle.net.
honored.
That experience is
Battle.net hype.
absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
It's gonna be crazy.
So it's not called
And I
Battle.net
can't
anymore.
think of a better
It's called
person to
Blizzard.
talk about how
Blizzard,
amazing
right?
that experience
Blizzard, they
is.
called it
Portal?
Battle.net
Then
at
the
the Destiny
full-time-
2 event.
That's why I
They
didn't throw the
showed it, which was
correction in the
really
podcast.
weird.
Yeah,
They
And
said they were going to
YouTube
get rid of it
because they know what it
YouTube-
is.
Yeah.
They know what it is.
Welcome
Yeah.
on stage.
I think it's called
But
the
it-
Blizzard
Tefty
launcher.
Teft.
Yeah.
Doesn't it still say Battle.net on my computer?
I've been calling it Battle.net for like 15
it's
years.
Battle.net for life.
Yeah,
And
so
Battle.net sounds good.
Battle.net.
always
Yeah.
Be here.
So you
forever.
really do live, eat, breathe,
Just
sleep,
like I'm going to
dream
keep calling it
Destiny.
Scorpio.
I play a lot of Destiny. I've got thousands of hours, hundreds of raids completions. I've built my community around Destiny on Twitch, and
This is like
I'm
the
a
world first
co-host
progression guy,
for one of the founding co-hosts of Destiny Community Podcast, one of the biggest podcasts specifically for Destiny. So I know a lot about Destiny, and I play a lot of it.
That's great. And so when you play it, have you experienced it on PC yet?
I
Maybe
have,
because
I
he
got to play
said
it at
one
the
of the
event.
biggest
I gotta
Destiny
say,
podcasts,
the PC experience is
meaning he's not
amazing.
even number
As,
two.
As somebody who's played a lot of hours in
Damn.
Destiny, everybody knows.
Could be number
how it's
one.
gonna
He's just
transfer,
humble
how's
me.
the
Okay, all right.
experience going to go from console to
One is one of
to
the
PC.
biggest.
Are they going to
Number
actually be able
one.
to deliver?
Sure.
And I can say 100%.
Yeah, so is two.
100%
He would've-
sure
if he was
that
the biggest,
PC
he would've said
experience
he's the
is
biggest.
incredible. When I got to play it, I was blown away. I popped Dawnblade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, I think he's a great speaker too.
I ain't
I'm not
against
gonna-
it. I ain't against
Guys,
it.
if you're a
fine
fan
with
of
him playing
Destiny,
Destiny.
you're going to love Destiny 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So is anybody else here going to be able to participate and play with this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be on the it's going to be on the show floor. The other thing too is they've got tons of PC support as well. That's
Somebody
being
is
added to it.
furious
So
about that projector.
4K is going to be
You got a little,
beautiful
I think
looking. It's got
smudge on
21:9
your
ratio.
glasses.
Oh, I noticed,
frame rates.
dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me
You got
personally,
that.
I'm
Your
going to be
glasses
looking
thing?
at pushing 144 or
Throw it over
higher.
here,
for
I just wasn't
FPS
saying
because-
anything because we're trying to keep a professional
Yeah,
tone
so nice.
throughout the
And-
stream.
I'm sorry, Kyle.
Yes, absolutely. On top
These
of that,
guys are always
going
gonna point out sleep in each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Glasses being smudged.
They're just friends. They're just
Stomach
friends.
aches.
All
Like,
right, I'll get it. I'll get it.
The high
He's just talking
I
about.
didn't point out the sleep in his eyes.
They're
Was that
optimizing
you?
the engine.
It's just Huber
so it'll
always.
take advantage
I'm
of
sorry.
all the cores
You do
in
know
your
you're on a
CPU.
stream,
so
right?
if you do have
Yes.
a high stream, which hey, you know,
So he's got
maybe-
stomach problems.
You know,
maybe hook me
yeah.
up.
We're all watching it together with the
Yeah,
chat.
and
We're
at
all.
extreme,
yeah.
it'll be able to take
I don't
advantage of all
want there
those
to be a
cores.
separation.
That
This
is-
is
No, we're
how it
hanging
is.
out.
As an
Like we're
enthusiast,
all
PC
in this
enthusiast
together,
myself,
chat.
I'm
We're
very
all
excited about that
just.
potential for Destiny 2.
Chat was probably
I can't wait to
saying
run
that
Live and love and
guy's got
use.
smudged
Yeah,
with
glasses.
as many frame rates as
Like-
possible.
Well, fantastic. You guys all have a chance to take a look at it. Maybe you and I can play later today.
That'd be great.
All right.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be on the E3 show floor. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tefty.
Appreciate
All
it,
right.
Doug.
Big hand.
Doug's
I
having a
love
good
that.
day.
That experience. Nothing says it like that, right? All right. So it's not just about the top 8 list titles, but
What
also
you got,
it's
Damiani?
about
You
the
got a scoop?
broad
No,
set of
it's not
developers we
his, yeah.
participate
He went.
with. The independent developers. You can see examples of
Looks like
properties
it's
that
the
they've
second
developed. We
biggest
want to make sure
Destiny
everybody's
podcast.
developing.
As the second
Bungie's
biggest
own
turn
podcast.
confirmed.
Is IGN number one?
We're the biggest fan of
Participate.
Bungie.
Number one.
Oh, okay.
We're
Final
inspiring these
Station, that's the name
developers
of
through
the
a
game. I was
contest
wondering if
called Level
Metro
Up. Take a look at the
Exodus would be like
sponsors
that,
between
because
Intel.
you ride the train
got,
to a different
Green
level
Man
and then
Gaming,
leave the train.
Epic,
Yeah.
and Razer sponsoring
That's a
this
good idea.
event.
I bet it totally will
We
be
have
like that.
real luminaries judging, like Tim Schafer. Yes, Tim Schafer is going to be judging this contest. The winner will be announced.
I would have said
at
biggest
PAX
fan
West
podcast.
in
Biggest
Seattle
Destiny
in
fan
September.
podcast.
I encourage you to participate. It's a great event.
How would you
it's a great
describe our
opportunity for
podcasts?
independent developers to get involved.
Not even top
Podcast?
20.
Participate. And
Family
why
style.
do we care?
Family
Philosophical,
style.
Why do we care?
When you're
Because
here,
we want more and
you're
more
family.
family.
out there.
We're the number
More
one
opportunities for
family-style
games.
video game podcast.
Unlimited breadsticks
We want to
on our
discover the next big
podcast.
thing on the PC. We don't know where it's going to come from. So we want
Gonna come
lots
from
of people
Valve, it's gonna be called
participating
Half-Life
on
3.
our platform so that the next big thing is built on top of the
Asking
PC.
what's the next big thing in
And
PC?
you, everybody
Where's it
here,
coming
all
from?
you gamers, you can participate as well. I'm certain As you're participating in the game, you thought of something new, unique that you want
Don't look at Wario's
to
Twitter.
reality. This is your opportunity.
We're not going to look at Twitter at all.
Yeah, I don't want spoilers.
Damiani, I have to. I
No, don't.
I gotta report
Don't.
on stuff.
Don't do it.
Create that
Please
amazing
don't do it.
immersive
No, Cal, go.
Cal, please don't
Dude,
tell me.
Damiani, you know how to
Content
not
creator,
make people
or
look at
even
things?
esports.
Just don't mention it at all.
Yeah, one Kyle's too. So I want
Two
Kyle to
exciting
ruin it.
announcements today. in
Kyle,
esports
please
arena.
have mercy and do not
Unintended.
tell me what it says. Seriously.
Is he spoiling Sony?
don't
What's up?
With ESL,
spoilers.
the first
For-
being,
Yeah, no spoilers.
we have a landmark deal
We don't
with
like
ESL.
spoiling for shows.
Intel is now the global technology provider for esports for ESL. That's great
Is that the
news
same
for
guy?
everybody
That was
in the
passion.
gaming community
Sorry, guys,
because
we
the
know
latest
Community 2
technology we
coming out
use for the
November.
events, for the studios, the back-end operations, and the streaming capabilities.
Have
of
you talked
the
about these
event, you'll
trademarks,
have the
Damiani?
latest technology
Stop.
at those events.
What?
Stop.
Now, the thing
No,
I love about
Damiani, I'm not
sports,
cool with
and
that.
I'm
Like,
a
news is
traditional
news.
sports admirer as well,
If you read
is
the
they have this
Sony
tradition
thread
around these things
and
called the
combine it
Grand
with that,
Slam, whether it's
Yeah.
tennis,
adds up to
golf,
something.
rugby. They have a
We're
Grand Slam.
circling spoilers here,
And there's
boys.
no reason
Damiani's
we
being
can't
cute.
have
Don't worry about
spoilers.
it. I'm gonna
brings it up and then
I'm gonna
gets
bring it up
mad
in
at
the
you.
pre-show. I'm gonna bring it up in
And
the
that's why
pre-show.
we're excited with
All right.
Oculus, ESL,
Save
and
the pre-show.
Intel are sponsoring the
you
Grand
moderating the
Slam
Sony
event.
press
Intel
conference?
Grand
Yep.
Slam. And all these leagues getting together.
So Grand
And the
Slam means
first
just
team to
CS:GO
win
events.
4 of the 10 events will be the Grand Slam winner.
Okay.
They'll collect their traditional prize, but in addition, they'll get another
Definitely
$1 million
Well, this is,
bonus.
I mean,
This is
Intel
paying the bills.
This
This
is
is
business.
This is, yeah,
$1
we're paying the bills for sure.
$1 million dollars.
This guy couldn't
right.
wait to come out on stage and talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
I
And
was so
I mean, like,
excited
I
about the
am
announcement
interested
today
in PC hardware
around
stuff.
Echo
Like, I'm
Arena.
interested in a new
They've
processor, a new
taken this
graphics card,
property
etc.
and now are making
But
it
yeah, it's
VR
hard to make this
multiplayer.
stuff sexy. You know, it's hard
You
to
guys
it's hard to
see
be
that announcement
entertaining.
today?
$1
So
million.
great.
Yeah, it's hard.
Multiplayer
It's hard,
VR
Tom.
experience and bringing
1
it
month of
to
my
life
salary.
in this platform.
I can't even hear you.
We're so excited about it at Intel, and we want so many people to start participating with it. We are sponsoring a deal
There's
in
the wide
conjunction
camera.
with Oculus to make this available with Oculus free of charge for limited time at launch. So all of you can play with this game free of charge starting July 20th. And you now can participate, learn, and become an expert in VR gaming.
A learning computer.
Now I know when you become an expert, what do you want to do?
What game is he talking about?
You want to showcase
Lone
those
Echo?
skills.
Echo
Wouldn't
Arena?
it be awesome if you had an opportunity to showcase those skills? That's why we're super excited to work together to create the VR Challenge. With Intel, Oculus, and ESL, we're creating the VR Challenge. It's a virtual challenge,
VR challenge.
in the VR arena. And
VR
everybody's going to
arena.
compete, and the end of it's going to
Poland,
be in
whoa.
Poland at
Sick.
the Intel Extreme Masters, where the finals will be in 2018. Book your tickets now. It's going to be a
You know what?
crazy
I want to
event.
watch it. I want to watch
Now, I
people
know
competing
everybody
in
likes a
VR.
challenge.
That would
Everybody's
actually be
excited
kinda
about
fun.
They just have like
challenges.
barf bags next to
I'm
them.
going to give you a challenge
Yeah.
all here today. Just participate in at Intel Gaming. Follow at Intel Gaming, and you'll have a chance by participating there to win one of 3 great prizes: one from Oculus, one from Asus, and one from iBuyPower. You'll have a chance to win one of these prizes just by participating in this challenge.
He just said Asus.
And don't
Yeah.
dismay,
I've
all
always said
those
Asus.
will have
Enix
Core
or
i7
Enix?
in the systems.
Sorry.
So it's a great
might have to
opportunity to
follow
play,
Intel-
participate,
Intel
and bring up that challenge. So the
Win
future
that computer.
is here now. The future
Wanna
of
win that
gaming.
laptop.
You can
My
just
laptop
feel
was
it
dying.
growing and growing.
My
You see
2010
the
MacBook
immersive
Pro
capabilities.
keeps just shutting itself off
And
randomly.
why is that happening? Because we have amazing Intel hardware. As a software person, that helps me participate in creating amazing and compelling content and those new immersive experiences we all want to have.
Bit of a lull.
So the realm of possibilities are here now. An example of that is VR. So I'm stepping away now. I'm going to go up and look at the Echo platform, Echo Arena.
Seriously, he's
see
got
how it
like
goes,
Bruce
and I'll be
Willis's
back in a minute.
nose
So
and
Sean,
eyes and mouth, with Kevin Bacon's head shape.
Doug. It was a pleasure to have you. Thanks for all the great announcements. And of course,
I love all the
thanks
cameras
again,
trying to get out of each
Intel,
other's
for
way.
sponsoring this event. Keep in mind, if you look at the time, we're not even halfway done yet. We have all sorts of
Oh, boy.
games still yet to be announced. So let's go ahead and look at what's to come.
Show us.
You're watching the PC Gaming
Dummy has
Show.
lost his mind.
Coming up, Brendan Green joins us to talk about the future of his smash hit, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Overnight sensation.
And a new game from Play
It's
Entertainment.
really good. Yeah, that looks
God,
beautiful.
that looks
Yeah, that looks really good.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Oh, Oh, little mic issue there.
It's time to take a look at an upcoming game up in the mezzanine with Sonya. How's it going, Sonya?
Yeah, he's holding it together.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
So,
Felix.
as a Firefox, this is a game that pulls on my heartstrings and does not let go. And I just want to hear more about it. And luckily, I've got the perfect person to talk to today. I am joined by Felix Kramer on the game formerly known as Secret Legend. But you've got some special announcements. I saw some secretive tweets from the Dicey Twitter account.
You did.
Do you want to talk
definitely.
about that?
Well, you're exactly right. We were known as Secret Legend, but today we're announcing our new name, Tunic. So you can head to tunicgame.com to find out more about that. And we're announcing that we're pairing with publisher Finji, who you may know from their incredible work on Night in the Woods and Overland.
So exciting.
Dude,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I want to tell you,
Good
it
game.
wasn't just
Yeah.
the fox that sold me on
I
this
don't know
game.
Overland.
I love the beautiful,
It's,
charming graphics, and
kinda Mad
honestly, I
Max
just
Road
want to see
Trip
more of it.
FTL.
Can we check out
Cool.
the trailer?
Let's do it.
I think that's the one. Sweet. Felix is cool. Whoa.
What is this?
Whoa. This game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cut the grass. Damiani's in.
Got it now. Wait, this looks good.
Rolling! Rolling makes you go faster, boys.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, this game looks great.
That locked door immediately at the beginning. I love that kind of thing.
Oh, that looks sweet.
Coins.
Currency. Economy.
Foxes are
Show
the
me
only
some
animals that have
secrets.
collected coins so far.
Secrets. Show me secrets. There's a boss fight? Oh yeah.
Release this. I want to download this tonight.
Release this.
Come
Release
on.
this.
Release this.
Release this. I demand it.
Shadow drop.
Uh-oh.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Wait,
They didn't know.
muted them. We can't hear you.
Come on.
Thank you, Sonya.
Well,
Now,
mysteries.
next title
So
that we'll be
rude.
talking about
We
is
don't even have a
honestly
release frame
huge
now.
surprise
How rude.
hit
She was
that
gonna say,
surpassed
look forward to
1
it
million sales
this summer.
recognized
Here's the date.
as one of the 3 most played
download
games
this
this
right
year.
now.
Right
Michael Huber,
It's
the game is
PlayerUnknown's
released.
Battlegrounds, and I'm literally next to
We ended it to
PlayerUnknown's
your
Sorry,
Steam
we have
account.
Battlegrounds queued up. We gotta kick you off faster. Gotta get to the game that pays the bills.
Yeah.
Tunic.
That was my favorite game so far.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been amazing.
Dude, good year for
runaway
this guy. He's
success
got
of your
2
game.
press
What's it been
conferences
like for you?
already. Oh, it's been immense. I mean, really, the reaction we've
Immense.
got from players and content
I don't know why I
creators
had
has
it in
been
my head
tremendous,
that
and
Player Unknown
also
was
thank
very.
you,
I mean, I guess
everyone,
it's from his
for
name that he was like secretive or
Thank
something.
you for the experiences.
The fact
both
that we're
of
like
the joy
saying
of
his name all the
winning
time and seeing his
the-
face, I'm like, oh.
Well, I guess the
mystery.
joy of a
Mystery's
bullet
gone.
flying through my head out of nowhere, and I'll never know why.
You gotta learn to love the salt. Love it.
Well, I understand
Dude,
that
you
even
would
though a
love
lot of
this
people
game.
don't
It's
play
so
the
much
game
fun,
on
dude.
full
For sure.
release
Yeah,
right
we'll
now.
stream it
It's
2 weeks
still
after E3.
technically
Like a
not
post
released yet, and there's a whole
E3
lot
chill
more to
out
come.
After I
Talk
get back
to us
from
about
after I get back from
what's in
Chicago,
store.
for sure.
So we have, our focus at the moment
It
is
says
to
winner,
sort of
winner, chicken
stabilize the
dinner when
game,
you
get
win,
the
though.
servers up to spec, but also we have.
Does only one person win?
Yeah.
You know, 2D,
Unless you
3D
do the
replays
Unless you're in a
planned
team,
for
yeah.
in-game
You can play
replays,
solo map.
We have new weapons for everyone.
Or teams.
So
See, I
yeah,
think
no,
that's the game right there. You need
Yeah.
like those moments in your trailer.
Climbing, yes.
So suddenly
I get stuck
fences
behind
are
stuff
no
all
longer
the time.
most
Oh, nice.
impossible object in the game. You can
Right.
climb over them.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
So our
this is
content
actually
program-
huge.
That's a game changer.
This is huge. No, for real,
That
this
is
is
a
huge.
Great job getting.
I don't know. I was
Literal
getting stuck
game
behind.
changer.
Like I got
Doesn't
killed
matter
because
what
I got
object
stuck
you're
behind
in front of,
like
you'll
a
jump or vault
ankle
over.
high
Yeah,
fence.
so in terms
There
of
you
jumping
go.
and vaulting,
Yes.
You can hear applause.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good.
this is like actually really good for this game.
Because
Because it was ridiculous that you couldn't go over like you couldn't go over like that little side
Exactly,
railing.
and it has different
It's.
animations.
I think
for
they
each
slow the
different
animation
game,
on
so vaulting,
purpose to
climbing.
balance it out.
Now we also have
You notice how like
weapons,
slow the she
One of my favorite
gets back
aspects
up at
Oh,
the
yeah.
end.
the rain map in the game. Walk me through it.
Otherwise, people would be
So
rolling
this is our
nonstop.
new weather settings. This is fog. You just saw
Dude,
clear
weather.
day. Our rain.
It's already
has been
hard to
tweaked a
spot
little bit as
people. This is
well.
gonna be cool.
And we also have our sunset coming in. So
Nice
this
cut.
really, I'm really
Sunset.
happy with how this turned out. It's
That's
quite
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
And what is the impact on
last
gameplay
thing.
of these types of things with weather?
It just changed dynamic. Oh, so this is.
Oh, a new gun.
Yes, this is the OTS Groza. It's a 7.62 bullpup.
Groza.
Super powerful, crate only. Yeah, it's going to be a beast.
Is it a short range, long range? Where's
Medium
its utility?
to medium, short to medium, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be super powerful,
Yeah.
and then long range
Beast.
is powerful as well.
And I remember before
Get
you
that
came
gun.
on the show,
gun
I
design
asked,
looked like it
why
was
did you put
close
that gun in? And I think your answer
Yeah.
was,
It just looks cool.
it looks cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's like we wanted to add a bullpup and we wanted to add.
I can't believe how excited about
7.62
being
class.
able to climb over
And
a
this
fence
is
I
a
am.
Spence nice weapon. It just looks great.
It looks cool, a good as reason as any, honestly. I want to come back to the weather
Press Z and
effects.
follow me.
Obviously, they look beautiful. What are some of the impacts that you've seen on the gameplay with the new weather effects?
Well, it's just going to change the way you play. So it's not necessarily going to be you're going to be sniping all the time. You know, with the foggy weather, you're going to have to choose a more kind of CBQ type play style. But it's just again to give you a bit of variety and make every game kind of different.
You've talked a little bit about what we've seen in the video, but talk to me about long term. What's far down the line for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
So again, we want to finish out the platform and make it a good platform for all kind of game modes. You know, we will have modding down the line as well. Yeah, and it's again, it's just creating a stable platform. That's our aim here.
I understand that you're also working on new maps.
Yeah, so we have 2 new maps coming. One based in Peru, a desert map with sort of ruined cities with sandstorms and stuff.
That's awesome.
Because I think so
and
far
then
it's
this
only
other
got
one in
one
the
map.
Adriatic, so it has even a ruined cosmodrome in the center of the map with like snowfall, and I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you've been super involved with the community of regular players. What's in store for those people playing the game right now?
So as I said, we have our custom games. We have the 3D replays, which I'm really excited about because it allows you to watch your match back in the engine with the free cam and slow motion and stuff
Which
like
is
that.
great for content creators.
Exactly, right? So you can
content
just...
creators,
Content creators.
It'll just give you a new way to create like machinimas and stuff like that within the game.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to bring up, because you were mentioning this a lot before you came on, you have all sorts of stability and performance fixes incoming.
Yeah, so like our focus this month is on our server performance and really getting that stable because at the moment the servers aren't performing the best they could. But, you know, so last month our team's focus was on client performance and we improved that broadly for a lot of people.
When I
And
played
this
it was a
month it's
little
on servers,
stuttery
so
and stuff, but it
everybody
wasn't
found
actually
a
that
lot
bad.
of
Early
success.
access.
Yeah,
I was surprised how
That's great.
like
I'm sure
decent it
players
was. I
will
mean,
completely stop
maybe there are
blaming
problems
anything on the
usually,
game
but
at that point.
Right?
Give it a
They'll
couple
accept
months.
responsibility
Yeah.
for those losses then.
It's one of those good
Player
bad things
Unknown
where like you're in
himself,
early
thank you so
access
much
and you
for
become
coming on
huge
about it.
before you're ready, you know?
Thank you, everyone.
It sounds like he's handling it well though, I think. That's cool.
Well, yeah, he's got a
As
sense of
we
humor
get
about it.
ourselves set up for the next game, we're going to head to the mezzanine with Sonya for a little bit of a giveaway.
Thank you, Sean. Sean is pretty cool, right? But you know what's a little bit
Tunic.
cooler? A free
Tunic.
PC. We're going to be giving away a
Oh.
badass PC from our friends at Intel. This bad boy is going to be rocking an i7 7700K processor.
i7
Last gen.
last
It's going to be
gen.
running a NVIDIA
Garbage.
GTX 1080.
Burn it.
It is worth more than $2,500. So if you want a chance to
GTX
win, head over to
Kyle
PCGamingShow.com/giveaway and put your information
ultimate
in.
PC
Good luck.
gamer.
Back to you, Sean.
It's not even TI.
Thank you, Sonya. And I am pretty cool, right?
Good punch in.
Jesus, thanks, audience. I didn't realize you could pinpoint the exact time and date a career died, but we still have all sorts of great stuff in store for you. Our next guest you may recognize from
J9,
PC gaming
yeah.
shows past. Tripwire Interactive is back with a slew of games to talk about, and I'm
slew.
joined by
Slew,
creative
journalist's
director
favorite word.
Bill Monk. Pleasure to have you, Bill.
Hey, thanks
Slew's
for
a good
having me,
word.
man.
Yep.
Good to have you back,
Thank you. Thank
as
you.
always.
All right.
You guys have been busy. Congratulations on the recent release of Rising Storm 2.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a realism FPS. We just released it
those
2
hats.
weeks ago, and the
Yeah.
fan reaction's been really positive.
Realism
really happy about that.
FPS.
We want to thank everyone who was part of the beta phases that helped shape the game in
Oh,
a real
too
positive
intense.
way.
Very
and, be
intense.
sure
You
to
just
check
dropped.
out the
This game is
Trello
intense.
boards, see what we're up to, and we're actually already really busy working on some
Vietnam.
new content. So stay tuned.
That's amazing. I mean, I know so many people know you from Killing Floor 2, but especially this year, there's so much to talk about. I mean,
Yep.
last year you announced Killing Floor, Incursion, the VR Killing Floor. How's that been going?
Oh, that's been going awesome. You know, Incursion's one of the second phase, game or second wave games to come out for VR, and we've learned a lot. And we're really, really excited. We think we have one of the best products.
Are we in the
to
second
come
wave
out later
now?
this year. It's
Yeah,
scary as
this
hell.
game's right up your alley.
Play it,
Dude.
yeah,
If I could answer.
single
Ooh, I
player
love
and
that.
co-op.
Oh, whoa, that's
Holding
a
it military
freaky
style?
Release it. So stay tuned on that.
Whoa.
That's awesome. Now,
Yeah,
the big
that
thing I know
freaky
you
guy,
wanted to
that-
talk about today
Sign me
was a little
up.
bit of content coming down the line for your
It's funny they have the
big
military
game,
style,
Killing
like holding
Floor
it with the
2.
knife, but then also
Tell us a
dual
little bit
wielding.
about that.
Yeah,
It's like-
absolutely. So,
all right.
you know, when we released
that out?
They're still just
Killing
having
Floor
fun.
1,
I think that's out.
one of the things
Oh
that
my
really put us on the
goodness.
map
Inoculous
was our
Rift, though.
time, seasonal
Oh, yeah, it's
events.
Rift only,
Right,
maybe.
right.
And when we released Killing Floor 2, people were always
It's Rift
clamoring and
only,
asking,
maybe?
you know, well, when you guys
I
gonna do
don't
that for Killing
like
Floor
that
2?
things are
Reasonable
Rift
enough.
only. That's
We're super
stupid.
happy
I
to announce
get
the
it.
Summer
That's really
Side
dumb.
Show
I don't
coming
have
out
to
this
like
year.
hit
Yeah.
Well, I'm eager
There
to
are
show
ways
everyone
around
this
it.
footage. This trailer
Yeah,
makes
there
me
are.
laugh
There are
every
ways
time. Let's
around
go ahead and take a look at Killing Floor 2's Summer Sideshow.
Summer Sideshow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Magic Kingdom Amusement Park. Come on down and play.
Really capitalizing on the lack of Left 4 Dead right now. Killing Floor. God bless them. Let's take the market, Killing Floor. Take it all.
I love how every horror game goes to an amusement
Carnival
park.
rewards are only available for a limited time. See the adorable Pinhead and marvel at the mighty strong.
You guys remember that arcade Carnival?
What's wrong with him?
Sounds familiar.
Hear the bearded beauty, the siren from Fiji.
This makes me throw up.
Yeah, this is very uncomfortable.
Backed by popular demand. Come see Pukey the Clown and the Monkey Man.
You get to kill him, pal.
You're gonna dream of these things tonight, aren't you,
Find
Kyle?
romance in the tunnel.
Close your eyes, Kyle.
There's no
Close your eyes.
space.
The Queen of Caves. Look at them.
We're gonna be dreaming all
Scream
the
on Count Mountain.
shadow drops from Sony.
That's not safe. See the death-defying fire stumps of Dr. and
We have the trademarks. All the surprises are gone.
Don't talk about it.
Being facetious. Why is that person on fire? Earn new achievements and try out the new HG-12 shotgun and tactical
Dude.
lever-action
That
rifle.
looks good.
Why do you need a shotgun?
Yeah, looks quality.
I don't care, it's unlockable.
Good sound.
Why does the carnival cleanup crew need hazmat suits? No, I'm done. This is a horror
It was.
show. I'm getting out of here. If you can hear this, run!
Once again, Killing Floor 2 free on PlayStation Plus right now.
Never. I will never play that.
Jeez.
They know.
I mean, I know it's a horror
They know
movie.
that
There's some great
they
humor in
take
this.
the risk.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
broad, you
Seasonal
know?
events
Yeah.
are definitely the most fun to work on. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just
Not
we could just
traditionally
go
a horror
crazy, we
fan,
could go
Kyle
goofy,
Boston.
you know, we
Yeah.
got clowns.
I'd play it. I'd play
You
that.
got the
fat
monkey that
clowns.
bangs
Fun.
the cymbal with a
Monkey with
chainsaw instead.
chainsaws, midgets on stilts, bearded ladies. You know, we got it all.
Tell me a little bit about what is the gameplay? What's some of the stuff that people can experience in the Summer Sideshow?
So it's a limited time event. It's only going to
This
last
guy
for 1
does
month.
not pull off the very
it's
same hat.
We're seeing here, it's 1 month. And there's over
Day
50
9
cosmetic
has very good
items that
posture
people
for
can gain
stool
from
sitting.
playing it totally free.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job.
All the Zeds have been
It's hard to have
replaced.
posture
All the
on one of
voices have been redone. We also have mini games that are thrown out throughout the
Yeah, I
map.
saw the carnival games right at the start
Dr.
of the trailer.
Infernum's
We've also got 2 new
Pyrotechnic
weapons that
Emporium.
we're introducing. And we also have this other mode that we're really excited about. It's the weekly outbreak.
Yeah, I saw the
mode.
weekly outbreak at the end of the trailer. What's the weekly outbreak about?
So each week, new gameplay mode comes out with new challenges for the player. We have one. It's starting out with Cranium Cracker, and that's a headshot only mode. And
So
then we
no
have-
shot only mode.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have another one called Tiny
Got it.
Terror,
Those,
where every time you shoot
those
a
rounds
Zed,
in
they actually
Uncharted 4
shrink.
Survival,
Become
where it's
like little,
headshots
like,
only.
Zeds,
It's
which is
so
really crazy.
hard.
And whenever the players get hit, they shrink too.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, that's just 2 of them. We have 8 total, and it's over 2 months worth of content. And if they're really hard to beat, but if you beat it, you get really cool, like precious items and stuff like that.
So, of course, I have to ask, when
So
can
much
people
fun.
play it?
Actually, you can play it tomorrow, and it's free on Steam all week.
Easy.
Free for a week.
There it is. There it is.
Count it.
So you
We're
got
downloading
no
something.
Count it.
We got it. Yeah.
E3.
Killing Floor 2.
play
You've
here
done
too.
it.
Oh boy, that was a setup on my part. Yeah, whereabouts is it at on the E3 floor?
That's at the PC Gamer Show.
Excellent.
Oh, that's
Thank
right. It's at the
you.
PC
I'm
Gaming
downloading
Show
that.
booth.
I get to
We have
play
our
some.
own booth here at E3.
Oh, hey.
Oh, they actually have a booth.
I'm glad that
at
two
E3.
of you are very excited to hear that.
The first of many, right? This is going to
Yes.
become a tradition.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
I'm not in charge of the budget, so yes, of
Buds
course.
it.
Well, I want to say, Bill,
Oh.
thank you so much for coming out.
We all
Congrats on all
misspeak.
the projects.
I
and
wasn't
the
making fun of him.
progress.
I liked
Well,
it.
From Tripwire
Thanks, Ben.
Interactive.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well done.
Story of my life.
Let's head
Miss
back up to the
Speaker.
mezzanine for a little bit
Master.
of social with Sonya.
This year's PC Gaming Show is being broadcast on more platforms than ever before. We are on Steam.
Mixer.
We're on
Mixer.
Facebook,
No.
Twitch,
Mixer.
Mixer. We are all over the
Boo.
place.
Mixer is
It's
not
awesome.
happening.
And guys,
Please
if you're
stop.
on Mixer, you
What
gotta
did
sweet
Twitch
talk
do to
them,
piss
sweet talk
everyone
the
off?
mods a little bit. Be kind of nice to them because they're going to be giving away
Sorry to
games
everyone in
throughout
our
the
Mixer
entire
chat
show.
right now.
I think this is the effort
Unfortunately,
to make
no free
Twitch
games for
give
day
everyone like a
9.
higher percent.
But sorry.
Yeah, it's
Back
good.
to you, Sean.
Competition, dude.
Competition.
Yeah.
I'll happily buy them.
We're going to Mixer Twitch.
Now, if
We're
any of
going.
you got the chance to see
Remember
the
when
conferences
Netflix
leading
like
up
put
to
all of
today,
the
there's a
video
lot of
stores out of
exciting stuff
business and then
going on. In
immediately jacked
particular,
up the
Microsoft
price?
has a whole slew of games
I'm not
people have
bitter.
come forward,
'Cause they
including
can.
some that are going to be at this
Remember when they were
show,
gonna start
starting with
Flickr,
the
and then
first
everyone was
ever
like, "This is a
incarnation
stupid
of
idea,"
Forza
and then they didn't
Motorsport
do it?
coming straight to
Flickster.
PC.
Flickster.
It's Forza Motorsport 7. Joining me to talk
Forza.
about it is the creative
It's
director
coming
of
to
Forza
PC?
Motorsport from Turn 10,
Yeah.
Bill Giese.
Damiani, they all are.
Come here, Bill.
They all are. Right now.
Okay.
Like, wasn't that big at Microsoft
Yeah, Bill,
Xbox thing
congratulations.
yesterday?
Thank you.
No, it's on
The announcement
PC.
yesterday
Sorry,
must have been really
Microsoft.
exciting for you guys.
Huge announcement.
Best on
We
PC.
revealed a car to the
Yeah.
world.
Not an
Runs
in-game
best on
car.
Xbox.
They're talking about the
Actual
Porsche
car. It's
again.
normally saved for car shows like Geneva and Paris.
Normally the Porsche
we
is saved
revealed
for
a
a
car
car show.
here at E3, the Porsche 911 GT2 RS
Oh my God.
to the world
Drop
yesterday.
The
It was
Porsche,
awesome.
please.
You know, I've gotten the chance to play the previous Forza Motorsport games.
It's interesting. It's actually the same trailer we saw yesterday.
Yeah. Cartoonish or strapping
I'm
guns to
glad
the
I can
car.
play
It's
this without
that
needing Xbox
hyper-realistic
now. I can
racing.
play this on my
Forza
PC.
Motorsport is
Well,
about
what they said was this
precision,
is
it's
the
about
game running on
competition,
Scorpio.
And we've rebuilt
Xbox One,
Forza 7 from the
Xbox
ground
One.
up
Let's see it running
to
on
really
Yeah,
create
Xbox
that
One X.
feeling of
Actually, this
riding a
just says
car
all in-game
at peak.
4K footage,
The
which could
cars,
run
we
on
have
a
over
PC.
700
So it's the same
cars.
trailer they showed
Every
yesterday,
single
though.
one of them are
So I think they
gonna
just
rattle and
say,
shake. It's gonna
well,
scare
if
the
it
crap
can
out of you.
looks like
What are
this
some
on
of the things
Scorpio,
that
it'll
you've
look
done
like
to
this on
bring that
PC.
experience to PC?
Well, going
So basically,
to PC has been
the
awesome.
Xbox
Not only
One
will
X
it
is
have
compromising
mouse and
all
keyboard
PC
support,
games.
but with multi-USB,
No, just
we
footage,
have
just
every fan
PC game
requested
promotion.
wheel on the market.
Dude,
I'm
every
excited
fan
for the
requested
team.
It's a lot of
It's a
USB
lot of
devices.
wheels. Let me tell you, and
Every
we've been testing
fan
that. Last week
requested
alone,
wheel.
we brought in any USB device we had. And
wanna say we're an
played
hour
on
and a
Guitar
million
Hero
joining
guitar
this
and
conference.
a
You can play the
DDR
Guitar
pad.
Hero
Did you forget
guitar?
the 15 minutes of Intel
That's
stuff?
not how real.
not-
We had
Aside from the wall.
We had some good walls.
But it's like,
DDR
this is
pad.
cozy, you
Plug it in,
know?
you're
I'm
ready to go.
cozy right now. It's a
Now,
comfortable
without
place.
It is
low-end
cozy,
PCs,
for sure.
You
there's a lot
know,
of people
Day9's
who are on
killing
budget
it.
Talk about low-end
devices, and
PC.
This is a good
here.
question.
Low-end PCs.
Yeah.
Well, it's
For the-
been
for
great
the
going to
plebs.
the high end of 4K, unlocked frame rate, 21:9, but we've also lowered our min spec as well to include i5. And no matter where you play,
All the way
it looks and
down
plays
to
great.
i5.
And speaking of looking and playing
Take that,
great, you're
Xbox
here at
One
E3,
X.
and I understand you have some out-of-control rigs that people can actually play the games on.
Absolutely. Come by the show. We've got 2 hydraulic rigs.
Out-of-control
in
rigs.
4K.
Hydraulic
on ultra-
rigs.
Hydraulic rigs? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, bring the
The 21:9 I'd want to try too.
Come on, check it
Those
out.
long
It's awesome.
screens.
Well, awesome. Bill, thanks so much
Thank
for sharing
you.
with us.
Thank you.
They
Thank you.
should have captured that Scorpio
brief.
footage on
I'm
those ultra-high rigs.
incredibly excited of all the stuff Microsoft's doing. You just got the chance to look at Forza, and now coming onto the
Sea
stage,
Thieves.
I am
Sea
replacing
Thieves.
Bill with Ted Timmons. He's the PC design lead at Rare to talk about Sea of Thieves. Come on
There
out,
you go.
Ted.
Give us information. That's
Hey,
what
sure.
I want.
Ted Timmons,
Jody.
welcome. It's a
I
pleasure.
need
so Ted,
information about
talk to me
the
a little
game.
bit about what is Sea of Thieves.
Yes,
yeah, so
tell
we
us.
feel like we've made the pirate game you've always wanted. When you
I
think
don't know how
about
being
sailing
into
around the
Xbox.
open
These
seas,
games
you
are
and your
available
crew
on
of
PC as well.
crewmates. Basically, it's Pirates of the Caribbean
fact.
meets the Goonies.
What are some of the things that
Pirates
you're
of the Caribbean meets
showcasing
the
here at
Goonies.
E3 in the
I just
game?
want to hear
Yes, for
talk
anyone
about
who didn't see the
Goonies.
briefing
More
yesterday,
Goonies.
we
There's
showed
not a lot
off
of
great
pirate
new
stuff to the
features like
Goonies.
riddle map storms and firing
The whole
yourself
point
out
is
of
following a
cannons.
pirate treasure map.
Yeah.
A common pirate pastime.
Yeah, pretty
I
nice.
don't see one pirate though.
Now,
Yeah, you do.
I had to ask the same
You see
question
One-Eyed
to
Willie's
Forza Motorsport.
skeleton.
What are some of the
Doesn't count.
things, some of the features that you've added in to focus on the PC experience?
Yeah, so we've got things like 4K, unlocked frame rates, or everything you expect.
Why are you
But we've
shaking your
also
head?
brought our gameplay
I just
footage
wanna
in
hear about the
21:9 as well, my
game,
personal
like-
favorite.
21
You know, we didn't.
favorite
What is it?
resolution.
What is Sea of
Look at
Thieves?
that.
Oh, it's
Three favorite
Pirates
Yeah,
meets the
through there
Goonies.
with
Like,
32:9
What
and
else do you wanna
16:9
know?
as well, probably.
He's going to tech stuff. I hear you, Huber.
like I want to know. I want to know
So,
what
tell
if
me a
there's an
little
end
bit
game.
more
I want to know
about
like
the
what
PC
if you
version.
create a
Obviously,
character. Like
it's
there's
probably
so much
progression type
unknown
development for
about
two
this
devices at
game.
once.
It's
Yeah, so we decided to change
you know
our
I can
approach
see
to
the
game. We
comparisons to
actually
No
feel like
Man's
both
Sky
versions
where
in
it's like
parallel
what is
because we
it?
felt
that's how we deliver the same game on the same day.
So it's not a Is it port from one device to round-based? the Is it other? persistent?
Correct, yeah,
Is it
we
like
felt
an
really
MMO?
important just
Is
to
it-
build them together from the very beginning?
one
single
Again, he's talking about scaling.
You know, is a
So, yeah, I
game
hear you.
is a
Well,
game
I know a
30
lot of
minutes?
people
Is
who
a
are
game
curious
3
to get a
hours?
chance
Is a
to
game
play it.
1 month?
Is there an
Like,
official release date or an opportunity for them to play it?
Yeah, so we're coming to both platforms in early 2018, but right now we have a technical alpha. You're welcome to come sign up. We have thousands of PC players playing already.
Sign
so,
up,
yeah,
Huber.
come join us,
Whoa.
seathieves.com.
Once again, Ted Timmons.
Awesome, thank you very
from
much.
Rare, thank
Gotta
you.
play it to find out what it is.
Yep. You're right. He didn't talk. He talked very technically about the game. And I mean, his job
Now,
is
this
PC
next
lead,
one
so that might be.
I'm personally very,
Yeah,
very
for sure.
excited about, given the fact that when I took one look at the trailer, the striking visual style just grabbed me. It's an evolution.
No, I mean,
of
what's a
Cyberpunk,
Battle
a
Mech game?
called The Last
Battletech?
Night.
Battletech.
Here to talk about it is
That was
the
cool.
Last Night.
creative
Which one?
director at Odd
What?
Tales.
The Last
Join me
Night.
in welcoming Tim Soret.
Here we go.
Is this the
Here
Blade
we
Runner?
go.
Yeah, except it's like
Thanks for coming out.
There's
Let's
a lot
ask
of
the
like
obvious
political
question. What
Oh,
is the
stuff
last
really?
night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
this
last night
game?
is
Yeah.
what we call a cinematic platformer, which means it's not a game like Mario where you have to jump from platform to platform.
Yeah.
But it's more story driven. It's more.
Wait, is this the guitar game or the Blade Runner game?
Blade Runner game.
This is the Blade
Oddworld,
Runner.
I was going to say,
Okay.
reminded me quite a bit
And
about
this one
it.
is
I
controversial?
saw that you guys had the
Oh,
big
okay.
announcement reveal at
Sketch.
Microsoft yesterday. I mean, that trailer was such a hit. It blew
Dang.
up. What was that like for you guys?
Yeah, we are obviously super happy with the trailer reception. It's been absolutely incredible. Now, of course, I have some concerns I want to address.
Oh, here we go.
I am embarrassed by some tweets I made in the past. I want to apologize for those. They do not in any way represent who I am today or what the last night will be about.
Well, let's talk about what the game is about. I know that the setting
Just
of
moves
the last
on.
night
Moved on.
is
Like,
super
whoa.
important to the
Just like,
character
let's
of
move
the
on.
game. Tell me, where are we right now?
I want you to imagine a world where machines are surpassing us in every possible way.
Right.
So not only physically, but also intellectually, emotionally, even creatively.
So in a sense, like any job that you could possibly imagine, an AI does better.
Absolutely.
Including being a host for a PC gaming show.
Including that.
Well, I imagine, thank you, this one person who is also excited about the booth. Now, in terms of this world, this must give a kind of sense of existential crisis to all the inhabitants.
Yeah, like
what's the
the
guitar
way I
game
can.
The
So
Artful
what is
Escape.
it like to be a person in this
Yeah, I
world?
kept getting those.
So, in a world where
Confused.
you're not
I
valuable
don't know how I
anymore in
feel about the
production,
high-res
Yeah.
backdrops and the pixelated
the
people.
only thing you can really do is to consume endlessly, right? So
You've never
what
seen a
you're
game
trying
that looks like it.
to see with
Yeah.
this game is how do you define yourself, when you don't have anything to create or to strive for.
Yeah, and I can see, obviously there's the futuristic lighting and the visual.
Maybe the pixel people are going for the statement of, like,
this
we're
art
all
style is
Yeah.
amazing.
plugged in and
all of
wired in,
these
that
I
assets
walk
are
in a
2D,
different
But it
direction.
has so many modern effects. How
Other
did you
people
even
walking
think
in?
of this?
So it all comes down to my background in VFX and advertising, basically. So I wanted to, explore what I could do with 2D and pixel art,
Yeah.
and just augment that and enrich it with modern techniques of lighting and compositing.
Right. And we've talked a little bit about where we are, about the art style. Who are you? Who do you play as in The Last Night?
Yeah. So the character you get to play is a young idealist, I would say.
Yeah.
And because of a childhood accident, he cannot enjoy the same gamified, augmented life than everybody else.
Right.
So because of that, he wants to change the world. And on
You want
his
to have
way,
like an impact and a meaning.
Absolutely. So on his way to do that, he's going to meet some questionable characters you have to trust.
I'm uncomfortable.
Or not on your way.
What about the gameplay? What are the things that, if I'm
Yeah.
the player, what do I do in The Last Night?
So we took inspiration from some classic genre like point and click and adventure games.
Yeah.
But so you get, to solve puzzles and dialogues, of course. But we added a real-time component to it.
Real time in what sort of sense? What makes it a real time puzzle?
So it means that while you are busy breaking in an apartment, for instance, all the simulation is still happening around you. So police come around, and you have to be careful about that.
So in a sense, like if I tried to break into the apartment at night, the police might be on patrol at that time. But if I came in the morning, there might be no police. But the
Yes.
resident might be home.
Absolutely, yeah. So that means that
Visuals are really
if you see
crazy.
the
They're
police
so
coming around the
insane.
corner,
I can't believe a game
animations,
looks like this,
just
you know?
hide, pretend to be a hobo or maybe draw your gun.
You also mentioned that the structure of the game is in one night after the other. What's that like?
Yeah, so the game is structured around several nights, so it spans on several nights, and they are all interconnected, which means that what you tell people on the very first night, and what you do also is all remembered.
So if I'm just in a conversation and just walk away in the middle of it,
yeah, they will remember it.
They'll remember. Like 2 days later,
Yeah,
they'll be
absolutely.
angry.
Yeah.
That's fast. That must add a huge amount of replayability since the world is just changing based
Yeah,
upon
we're
your
taking a lot
inputs.
of pleasure to hide a lot of stuff in the city, and we hope the community will have fun to get that out collectively. So, yeah.
Well, again, I love the art style. I love these story-driven adventure games. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to it. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Once again, that's odd.
So it was right for him to address the tweets? I don't know if that was an apology.
Now, this next game
It was like
surprised me. I'm sure it will
I think he did
surprise
say
you.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like,
like,
"That's
that's
not
not where I am today.
Arma,
Yeah.
the realistic
But
military
it's still like,
simulator, and DayZ, the zombie survival
like
game.
the tweets
This
were very
one
much
has a
like,
much
this
more
game is
playful
about
tone, though.
this.
Let's look at the next title
And now
from
he's like, it's not.
Bohemia
And I'm like, I don't know how much you could change that in one night.
It was the mother of all storms.
But somehow I just knew everything was going to be...
Wait, what is this?
Too bad Sea of Thieves is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Well, being stranded on a desert island is a
That
lot
looks
of
like
fun.
Nigel Thornberry.
Yep.
And you
And
get to meet
Smashing.
friends.
Did they say the name of this?
You get in shape. And you learn how to craft.
Pirate craft. Island survival.
Because it's your land. It won't take long before you call that place.
Oh, man,
What's up,
you're
Bear?
the Bears.
Huber's in.
Oh,
You're the Bears.
Kill that bear mounted
Huber's out.
Because here,
Thought he was
Go
gonna
the
like be
Wind
his
Waker.
companion.
Going sailing.
Bears are
Red
not
Dead?
enemies; they're companions.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, this
Little puzz
this
action.
shifted.
Platforming puzzles. That's a puzzle platformer.
Oh wow, this game is getting crazy here. Whoa.
Somebody threw all their ideas into this one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Here's all my ideas. Like, let's go. Start on an island, end in a little motor car.
Well, I think the idea is that you have different kind of
islands. Explore your creativity.
Ah.
Visit us at islands.com.
Islands, but spelled with a Y.
That is a game that I
Here
want
to
to see
join
Kyle
me to
Bossman.
talk about Islands
I
is
want
the
to see your
creative director from
creations,
Bohemia
Kyle.
Interactive.
Like,
It's
I'm
Alex
not even
Boone.
kidding.
Welcome, Alice. It's a pleasure
I'm not
to have
creating
you
an
here.
islands,
Thanks
man.
for joining us today.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Sean.
Kyle,
What
you're
kind
so
of game is
creative. I'd
Islands?
love to see that.
Okay, so
will.
Islands is
Jones will
play.
for sure.
about survival and
see
exploration.
the Kyle
but
Bossman.
at the same
Island?
time,
Come on,
in
don't rob
Islands
me
you
of
can
this,
create
Kyle.
your own games, your own adventures, just like the ones we've shown in the video.
Yeah.
Actually, Islands stands for your lands that you create where you make the rules.
So call it
And
Islands.
it's almost like a sandbox game, not where you're necessarily building a structure, but you're trying to build an experience.
Yes.
Might be just like
And
a
I have
different
to ask,
language
given the fact
pronunciation.
that the style
It's-
of it
it's so funny that it's
contrasts
like
so sharply
Islands,
with
you know,
Arma and
like-
Daisy. What is it about Islands
like
that still
your,
makes it a Bohemia game?
but it like
Yeah, we
I.
get this a lot, but actually,
Yeah, I hear
beneath
ya.
the surface, there are still the
I hear
core
ya.
values.
They could have called it My Lands.
Ooh.
Oh, a little piece of
Windows.
yeah, noise.
Little
All right.
remix.
Dude, look at that.
About creativity and
no, the
imagination.
Chapter pack.
We know they're running Windows
And
10.
just like Arma or
Oh, that
Daisy,
wasn't
we're
you?
trying to create
I'm
a
so
platform
bad at this
to
start
connect
typing
players with each
in.
other
Yeah.
when they play
What do you mean?
online
He's just
or
making a
when
hole.
they create something new.
Yeah,
to
it's just-
I'm
share it
so
with,
bad
the
at like
community.
anything building.
And I know that
I'm
Right now
bad.
it's just No Man's
Just
Sky.
destroy them. I'm
Part of
terrible.
Bohemia's
Don't build.
history.
I don't want to
What are some of the
destroy.
lessons that you've learned from
Why not?
Arma, learned from Daisy,
I want to
and brought
create.
to modding?
But you don't have the ability.
Well,
I don't have the ability to
our
create.
Own editor.
They got a treasure
It's-
chest
it's
over
not
there.
a standalone application. It's a part of the game.
Oh, really? I mean, I'd assumed that it was
Lights out.
just outside.
I
like
wish
all
I
other
was in.
editors.
Now we would
awesome.
like
Oh,
players
interesting.
to be
I wanna
So
play
this
able
editor is
to
part of the game.
prototype
So
Oh,
you're
that's cool.
making your whole. You make
Yeah.
it your own
And so
game.
in
This
the
is
editor,
so
the players can
beyond my-
obviously
my
create
skill
something
set.
new, but
I
they
think
can
this is not
also
essential.
decide to,
You can have a great time with the game without
open
ever touching
and
this
modify
aspect.
existing games.
I don't know,
ones
man.
that
This
we
looks like the
created,
game.
Yeah, yeah.
ones
It
that,
comes with
other players made
pre-made
for
stuff.
them.
But I think like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
bread
we
and
got the
butter of
chance
this
to
is
see
making
some
your
scenarios
own
in the initial trailer.
stuff.
Like those are the ones that you're referring
wanna
to.
I mean, it
Kyle
comes with a
Bossman's
bunch. He
world.
said, but
That is
I want to see Dawn.
fantastic.
Hope you don't lose
I
a
mean,
bet,
tell me a little
Kyle.
bit about what it is that we're
I know
seeing
my
right
stakes.
Make me a world.
Yep. Make me a world in your image.
Make me a Y land.
There are two guys. Initially, there were three. I think one just like fell down the bridge. They are trying to get some kind of treasure, and yeah, they are setting the explosives.
Back up. Back up.
I mean, I want to ask about.
Yeah,
I know
Dawn.
you guys
Oh,
are here at
yeah.
E3.
Oh, Dawn, for sure.
Hey, look, it's the treasure. I know you guys are here at E3. What are some of the things that players can get their hands
A lot
on
of
at this
chalices.
event?
Well, we'll be showing some of the games that we created with the
Dawn's
Islands game
Island.
editor, but at the
Yeah,
same
dude.
time we'll be showing
Welcome
how
to Dawn's
they
Island.
can
He's got like
use the editor
a
to
lava
create those
flow
games.
and
That's awesome. And I mean, I know
chat.
there's a way
Yeah.
for people to play right now. Is that right?
Yeah, actually, they can already play the alpha version of the game. It's available as a part of our
You can
Bohemia
download
Incubator
this
program.
right now.
They can find more information on our website, islands.com. And later this year, we are coming to Steam Early Access.
That's awesome. And remember, that's
Little sloppy brickwork there.
islands.com with a Y.
Learning.
Okay.
We're
Print
good.
this.
You can remember that. So I want to say, Alice, thank you so much for coming out to
Thanks
talk
for
about
having us.
Islands. It's been a pleasure. And of course, I hope you're as excited as I am to come up with some total nonsense when I sit down to play. Our next world exclusive is going to be up in the mezzanine with Sonya.
World exclusive.
World
Thank you, Sean. I am so honored to be a part of this world exclusive reveal from developers Clay. You might recognize, recognize their name from games like Don't Starve.
Sonya's got the
or
good
Don't
stuff.
Starve Together
Yeah.
for lonely folk like myself.
Those PC
And last year
giveaways.
at the PC Gaming Show, they actually revealed their sci-fi colony sim game, Oxygen Not Included. And this year they are back. And they are back with a bang. And I am
Pumped.
so excited to reveal their upcoming sci-fi RPG game. It is called Griffland.
Griffland.
Oh, it's this.
Yes. Heck yes.
Yeah. They like what they saw in Banner Saga.
Oh, that transition was so cool when she came to the cave like that.
The shop owner like brightening up. It's like, I got some good stuff.
Awesome. Just taking companions.
Dude, this looks cool.
Just building your fellowship. Snail mount. Combat.
Whoa.
I think this is a very good trailer for what the game is.
Yeah. This graphic style I really like. Riftlands.
Riftlands. Hell yeah.
Rock
Procedural
Fractions 3.
Profit. Late 2017.
Just say
I like
early,
that.
early 2018.
Love
It's early
to play
2018.
games and can't wait the chance to try Grifflands. Now, this next title is an interesting one because I'm not someone who plays many VR games, but I got a chance to check this one out
So everything
several
that was
months
teased,
ago, and
we've
I was
seen.
immediately hooked. So I can't wait to talk about it with the creative director from Ready at Dawn. It's Rue Virasuria to talk about Lone Echo. Welcome, Rue.
Thank you.
Good to
for having
have
me.
you here.
Lone Echo.
Now, Rue.
Yeah.
I've gotten the chance to play Lone Echo, but a lot of people here maybe haven't seen it or heard of it. Just walk us through what is the game.
So the game, the Lone Echo, is a single player experience in VR where you play a cybernetic AI on a mining station in the rings of Saturn, and basically in the game you're allowed to move in zero G freely. You can interact with everything inside the environment, and also you'll see that you have an NPC that you can interact with. You can use your hands basically to go everywhere you need to go.
This was the thing that was so amazing for me. You stand still, and then you use your arms to grab onto objects in the environment to push and pull yourself around, and it was really amazing
That's a cool
to
idea.
move that way. I've never seen this before.
Exactly. I mean, that's
Ready
basically
Dawn
where the
VR
genesis of the
game.
project was. We built the mechanic to build the game. So the mechanic was this idea that came from watching, ISS space station astronauts, moving around, and we just basically made this motion that allows you to navigate using your hands, just like you do with your legs.
Really
It's
cool.
been a few months
So there's no
since I got the
jetpack.
chance
You
to
really
play
just
what's happening in terms of
really
single
cool.
player. Here you got some fancy new voice actors lined
Yeah,
up.
can you just
Yeah, we
float
did,
away?
actually.
Yeah, I
When
think so.
we wrote the
You're
story
dead.
for it,
Game over.
we actually had an actor in mind.
Oh, yeah. I think it was about to game over.
No Troy Baker, and Troy decided to take on the role for the AI.
Troy Baker.
Troy.
And
Nice.
of course,
Ocelot.
Spend that
another
money.
thing that we get the chance to talk about is the
Best known as
multiplayer
Ocelot. You're right,
component to
Damiani.
Lone Echo.
Best known as
Better
Joel.
Rue,
He's
how does
known
this
a lot.
game work?
Basically,
known as Yuri.
it's a futuristic VR sport
Yuri
where you
Lauren-
play, 10
what is
people
it?
play
Lauren
several
like that.
teams.
Yuri
get a
Lowell.
disc inside
Yuri
each other.
Lowell. Tails.
Now, you might be a
Tails is
little
right.
bit confused
That's known as
to
snow.
how exactly that works,
That's fair.
but don't worry. We're going to take
That's known
an
as
even
Batman.
closer look at what the gameplay
No,
is
Joker.
like.
Sorry.
Both. Show me this.
Echo Arena too.
Space.
The enemy gate is down.
Hey, it's like
In zero gravity,
Yep. Man, you gotta pop one of your earphones off.
players fly faster.
You gotta pop off one of those earphones so you can hear us talk.
Passes go
Yeah.
far.
He doesn't need to hear us. He doesn't need to hear us.
Strikes hit
We're
hard.
the sideshow.
We're the
Is this like
Stakes get higher.
Yeah, this is Ender's Game.
Have you guys heard
And
of
victory.
Ender's Game?
This is straight up.
I know, but was this visual
Tastes
representation
sweeter.
described something before Ender's Game? Like, is this maybe you didn't
This is zero
First
G.
time I heard it.
No, Damiani, like they were playing around
In
with
the
their zero
Echo
G game.
Arena.
And then they were like, we can make a sport out of this.
Yeah. So it's the exact same engine, basically.
They're both ready to done.
Yeah.
Jack, cut the panel.
Whoa, dude. So many space stations.
So it's Lone Echo and Echo
We are
Arena.
out here
Got
with
it.
Echo Arena
He's
in
back. Mess around
action.
with VR back
Sony
there.
and Dawn
He said he'd be
developers are
back.
playing against each other. So Doug, welcome back. Hello.
Into
It's
it
awesome
back
to have you.
there.
But listen,
I don't want to
before we
play
get
that
into VR,
multiplayer.
I really
Hope
wanted you
you
to tell me a
watching
little bit
the
more about
camera
the Grand
shot.
Slam.
Yeah, hits the guy in the back of the head.
Dude, watching that live competition would be hilarious.
Yeah.
He's dropped his.
Oh, he dropped his controller for sure.
Our Grand Slam, which is really exciting.
That's awesome. That's exciting. So I'd like to know a little bit more about Intel's involvement with this game.
You know, we've been involved working closely with the best VR developers for a long time.
You
I'm
cannot look
excited to
cool in VR.
delivering the next second-generation VR game.
We effed up.
They've
We're
been
in a
an
dumb
ideal
future.
partner to enhance that experience.
Darkest
You need, like,
timeline.
VR
confirmed.
credits,
Most
basically.
performance
Courtesy
CPUs like the
credits.
i7 and
What a
i9.
terrible noise.
That's amazing. So I was really excited to hear about your announcement earlier.
Yeah, ready at dawn, Intel and Oculus. We announced that Intel is sponsoring a free release of Echo Arena to all Oculus Rift users when it launches on July 20th for limited time. And this is because we want as many users as possible on this system. We want to ensure that everyone, including
like
these guys
the act of
behind
pushing
us, the
yourself
gamers
around
behind us,
would
you
kind of
see,
actually feel
that they
intuitive,
try
so it
and
wouldn't get
experience the
motion.
future
You
of
wouldn't be
VR
motion
and
sick?
esports.
Yeah.
So
I
speaking
hate
of
the left
esports,
analog stick for
I would really
movement.
love
Yeah.
to hear more about Intel's involvement with esports.
Intel has a long history as a leader in esports. We worked with companies like ESL for the Intel Extreme Masters. And we're excited about Echo Arena and the growth of VR esports. And that's why we're expanding our partnership with ESL
That'd be
and
a good
Oculus
bet
to
for next
launch
year.
the VR Challenge League. It's kickoff.
I don't want
off
to count
in
it.
July.
Yeah, I don't want to count
It
it.
sucks. It
Echo
sucks to
Arena
go through and count
and the
them.
Unspoken. And it gives esports enthusiasts the opportunity to compete in VR at key upcoming events, with the finals happening in Poland in 2018 at the Intel Extreme Masters.
Okay, well that sounds kind of
Esports
awesome.
is
Well,
just
thank
big
you, Doug.
money
I
word
cannot
for
wait
big
to
money
play this
guys.
game.
Yeah.
It's going to be
The
coming
money
out
guys
July
love
20th, and you
Yeah.
can pre-order it right now in
Because
Rift
they're
Bar
like, have you
owners can
seen
actually
that
try the
League of
open
Legends?
beta
They
on
sell
June
out Staples
23rd.
Center
So
every
back to you,
time.
Sean.
Oh, so we should do that.
Thank
What?
you, Sonia.
We should do
Once again,
esports.
I
We should
got
do
the
esports.
chance to
I'll do
play
esports.
Lone
Okay,
Echo, and I
here's
wanted
$5 million. Make
Okay.
esports for
Make
me.
to play it. The
Yeah.
single player experience.
You like
is
VR? You've
especially
heard of
fun.
that?
So
Yeah.
Once again, that's
VR
Lone Echo.
esports.
Our
Here's
next
10 million.
guest announced 2 years ago under the title Project Blue Streak, and we now know it as Lawbreakers.
Here we go.
Here to
Oh.
see it, not just gameplay, but cold hard dates. Is the CEO of Boss Key Productions himself, Cliff Blazinski. Welcome.
Give us
to
some
the
cold
stage.
hard dates.
Cliff.
Now, Cliff, I know that you guys in the past have been
Cool
doing a lot of
shoes.
alphas and betas. How have those been going?
They've been going well. The alpha, it was all right, and then the first beta was good. The second beta
Ask
was
Omar.
great. We're doing our final closed beta June
Has he always
28th.
had a
If you have a
PS
key,
game?
sign on to
I don't
Steam,
think so.
download the latest update.
Maybe. Oh,
and then we're doing
bullshit.
our Rise Up event,
Rise.
which is a full open beta June 30th. Hop online, play the game, let us know what you think.
And
I bet, like, in the
what it
Unreal
has
Tournament
been
days is
like
when he pierced
to
those
have
ears.
people play the game to give feedback. In
Like a
those
young
betas. How
millionaire?
does that
Absolutely.
shape
I'm
the
gonna pierce my
experience?
ears.
Well, a lot of
Stop me.
developers and publishers, they do these kind of bullshit marketing betas where they're like, oh, it's our beta and the game's out next week. I'm like, that's not really the case. You're not going to be able to fix anything. So for our game,
Oh,
we
I
found
thought that was in the
barometer
thing. I
shotgun
was
was
like,
way
what?
too spammy.
Damiani, give that
Overcharge
to us
wasn't that
again.
exciting, so we sped that up a little bit and we sped up the characters. We
Damiani
took actual
he's
feedback
got
and
some
we're
bridges
integrating it
scoops.
into the game.
And these are more than just balance changes. I imagine that speeding up the pace of things creates
Kojima
a
says that
pretty
the
different
bridges
balance
shirt he
dynamic
was wearing
across
is
the
not
board.
Yeah, I mean, you change one thing, it's the butterfly effect. It affects everything else. And is
Right.
the game going
They're
to be
too cool.
balanced
He
on
prints
one
one for himself and one for
Keely.
Keely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he deletes the file.
Introduce new characters and reshuffle the deck.
And I know that it
we
can't be
just
in
make
beta
it?
forever, so Cliff, tell us when it's out.
Can I get a drum roll?
Audience, go!
July.
Do a thing!
So the game is finally dropping on August 8th on
August
PC and PlayStation 4.
Oh, that's soon.
It's very soon.
$29.99. None of that $60
Whoa.
multiplayer only bullshit.
Whoa.
Shots fired!
Shots fired.
Shots fired!
Direct shot.
See it
$60
online, Cliff took a
bullshit.
bow. Yes, $29.99.
Curtsy.
Well, if you haven't gotten the chance to see the game and follow it throughout the recent PC gaming shows, let's take a look at some people who got the opportunity to play Lawbreakers, and we'll have them speak for themselves.
Oh, the speed of this game is intense.
1,000 decisions a minute. This is hardcore PvP.
Your instincts take over. It's primal.
It's exhilarating.
Full frontal fury.
A million miles an hour.
Literally from
It looks kind of interesting.
I'm surprised it's on PS4.
One of the fastest games that I've ever played.
Are you ready for another one?
Compromise. You need that money.
I just need a minute, man. I'm
that
shaking.
PlayStation
I'm
money.
shaking
Oh
over
yeah.
here.
How could you say no to it? You're a new company, you know? Yeah. The right call.
I think the
it'll
thing
be fun.
people are going to find in this game the most enjoyable is simply how difficult it is.
There's a pretty impressive skill gap. You can't just sit down and dominate within an hour or two.
Practical skill required. Precision aiming, the ridiculously fast movement.
Mechanically, it requires a lot of aim, a lot of vision and game sense.
I'm gonna be
Switch
so
shooters have
bad at
to-
this.
I'm so bad. So bad.
So I'm sorry,
If
did you say
don't keep on top of it, you're just gonna get
Yes.
thrown off the map.
That's really
I think
good.
team
That's
comp
yeah,
is definitely
that's
a huge
a
thing for
good
this
idea.
game.
When
As
we
we're
say how can
flying
this game
around in
succeed,
zero
I think that's a
gravity,
strong
kind
response.
of a new situation for us. How do you keep up with your tank
So
and
many
protect them and heal
microtransactions,
them,
probably?
also protect your healer and peel
Sure.
off them, while DPS is
I'm gonna
still
play-
being
I'm gonna try to
affected
play
and they're
melee
being
in this.
supported. It gets crazy very
Get
quickly.
soon.
So gravity is the biggest thing because that adds so much verticality, and you combine the different movement systems of each character, where some characters have teleports and some characters have dashes. This gets really wild and insane.
Dude,
Now
shooting behind
literally
yourself
anywhere you
to
look
move forward
is
so fun.
potentially an attack point.
I am literally under the map, saving myself from a
Yeah,
grappling
this is.
hook,
This is
whipping
I
myself
forgot
in
what her
the
name
air,
is.
shooting at
This is like the
anyone
other assassin
below.
class.
You need to check every possible
looks very
corner. People
cool.
are going to fly you with jetpacks. They're going to fly at you with double swords. You're going to have
Good demonstration of the
double
game.
swords.
Jet up in the sky, and all of a
I'm
sudden
all
now you have
about
to worry
double
about
swords.
getting up there.
There's
Intimate
some
encounters
abilities that I
in
just
this
haven't
game.
seen before.
Medic role is actually phenomenal. It was battle medic, they call it. So it's not one of those medics where you have to sit back. It's not even a thankless role anymore because I'm out there slaying, killing with the rest of my team while keeping them alive.
Wraith's
There you
got
go.
a really good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Sliding them to jump into 0G, that's great. Getting like through the map that fast is ridiculously fun.
I've been using the Vanguard to drift off the side, so I've been coming up behind the enemy. It took like 3-4 rounds before they caught on.
With the gunslinger, he's a very precision character, so just spinning around and popping someone in the head
I
real
would
quick.
not
it
be able to
it
hit
feels
anyone
great.
with this
The
guy.
game is just aggressive all the time.
And this game
I really
gives
like
you
this
so much
presentation.
variety of motion.
Having
I
these
never
people
felt
explain
more
it to us instead of
It makes you think in a,
Cliff
in a
Blazensky
completely
even
different
is
way.
pretty cool.
The fastest speed
Also,
I've
like,
ever seen in
this
my
is a
life.
cool way
Crazy
to
when you're
have
playing it.
game changers on a thing to just, you know,
You're right.
explain
EA
it.
did the exact same
EA
thing,
did the
but
same
that
thing,
felt
but
better.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
PS4 Pro enhanced.
Just as a reminder, that Ballin' Intel
game looks
PC is
influencers.
still
Yeah,
up for
influence.
grabs. Don't miss
Sorry?
out if you forgot.
Influencers
This bad boy is
influence,
running an
like,
i7
consumers.
7700K
Game changers
processor.
talk
There's a
with the
lot of sevens
developers,
in there.
right? They
And an NVIDIA
help them make
GTX
changes.
I think they're all
1080
just
is
different
worth more than
buzzwords for the same thing.
$2,900.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
do
but
not
yes,
wanna
maybe
miss
you're
out.
right.
I'm being a
Head over to
troll.
Game changers tell 'em to
PCGamingShow.com/giveaway
keep
and
the
put in your
sleek UI.
information. I think
Lawbreakers
it
hype.
could run
That's all I gotta
Crisis
say.
at max
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah,
What do you think, Sean?
It's like a, I
Crisis
think you
at
can run
max
Crisis at
I
max
think it
settings.
can, Sonya, and I
That
also
joke will never
think
die.
that it can
That joke will
run
never,
our
never
next
die.
title. I
Turn
am
the
a
lights up.
master
There you
of
go. He
transition.
literally just stopped up the camera.
Our next game is from Chucklefish, the wonderful folks who helped bring you Stardew Valley and
Yeah.
Starbound. Let's take a look at their upcoming game, Wargroove.
Wargroove.
Awesome.
Fire Emblem.
Advance Wars. 2. That logo.
Great logo.
Dance Wars, the Fire Emblem came first. Oh, yeah, that's like
God,
Yeah.
yes. Now, sometimes you just gotta take matters into your own hands when Nintendo doesn't give you what they
firing
want.
shots.
Take matters into
Yeah.
your own hands.
I bet they were like, yo, we want Advance Wars, but Nintendo's not gonna do it, so we're just gonna build it ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Screw it. Whatever.
God, this looks.
The 12 campaigns is new. That's pretty cool.
So we probably won't have time for a pre-show or a post-show at all, if much of any post-show, before our Ubisoft pre-show
coming up on
starts.
11:30.
Tunic.
I'm gonna
Tunic's
take
a highlight
I'm
for
gonna
me.
take a 10-minute break in between.
Well, don't cut it off. I want to see if they announce anything else.
What? Creating.
They have shown this before. I'm not into it, to be honest with you.
Why not?
I like a designer to make levels for me.
They probably
too.
have that in there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's there's 12
like the
campaigns.
Mario
yeah,
Maker of
exactly, yeah.
Advance
I
Wars
love
right
just
here.
making your own map on the side.
Okay.
Dawn makes you a map? Come on.
So,
dogs.
Damiani, I think
Wizards.
Yeah.
I don't think you like level up or anything, Damiani. I think a dragon's gonna be the same as any other dragon. You know what I mean?
Why is there a Blastoise singing over Whoa. Bring your dragon right there.
Wargroove.
Really, really good demo. That was cool.
Wargroove.
Why is that not coming on
Today,
Switch?
we're not just going to get a chance
Well,
to talk about
hold.
the game, but we will be seeing the editor in action, a live demo on stage. I'm joined by Jay
My least
Bayless
favorite
and
part.
Doris from Chucklefish. Welcome. So great to have you.
Thanks.
Well, I want
No
to say
handshake,
right away,
please.
the gameplay reminded me quite a bit of Fire Emblem and Advance Wars.
Yeah, Fire Emblem and Advance Wars are definitely kind of inspirations of ours. You know, Wargroove is a turn-based tactical strategy
Nintendo
game.
sends them a cease
It's a
and
game about
desist.
build up
Yeah.
the
No
resources
fan
every
games
mission
allowed.
right now,
push
they're
forward into
upset.
enemy territory.
Reggie's
and just
sweating.
kind of dominate
Yeah.
the map and make the right choices.
Reggie has no ideas what
got a lot of
Advance Wars
unique
is.
gameplay.
Yeah.
He has no idea. Advance Wars.
Advance
Got
Wars.
online
Is that a Virtual
mod
Boy game?
support and kind of content creation as well.
He has
And that's
no
one of the
idea.
things that we're going to get the chance to look at today. Doris, who's operating the PC right now, tell us what it is we're looking at.
So what we're looking at today is the world map of Wargroove, and this is our campaign editor. So these are the tools we use in-house to create Wargroove campaigns, and we're shipping them with the game so players can create their own scenarios. So I've been placing down map markers, and each of those represent a mission, and then you
Action
link
is
them
cool.
together to create the path through your campaign.
And I know that one
Well,
of
you
the
can make
things
even
that-
campaigns.
Whoa, that's
Wow.
really
Branching
cool.
Yeah.
element.
Will you make me a
so you
campaign
can have
path?
branching
No.
path,
I want
obviously.
Don to make me.
We'll see if there's a
The cool
dialogue
thing with
editor
that
that I'm
is
curious about.
Every branch can have
If I can make a
conditions.
villain, you have to chase
So
through the
for
islands.
example,
Yeah.
let's say you get a high score in a mission,
And
and,
the Switch
that
version
will lead
has
you
the-
through harder
the
paths in your
level editor
campaign.
like this?
Or you could
Oh,
have a secret path that triggers based on some event in the mission.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Let's hop into one of the missions and get that one started. And Jay, walk me through what it is that we're taking a look at.
So yeah, this is our map editor. This is like straight drawing tiles straight into the battle screen. You know, it's really
looking at
simple
the
to
word
use,
tiles.
really understandable immediately. You can just kind of draw those tiles straight in there.
It's like
and
RPG Maker.
Drop in the full range of units.
Yeah, this
Doris is
looks,
dropping in a commander
this
right
looks
What are the commander
doable
units
for
about?
me,
Talk to
actually.
about
This
that.
is- I'm
Okay,
not
so
intimidated.
kind of integral
I'm
to
not
the strategy
intimidated by
of
this.
But like
You
balance
have
is so
this
hard
unit that
too,
kind of
dude.
represents, like, the
Like
king and
making a
queen and
well-balanced
chess.
battle.
Don't
deter him.
They have
Like, how
abilities
many enemies do you
active
throw in,
avatar
you
battle,
know, like-
and they're really
I guess you just
powerful,
gotta
so you can
playtest
push
it.
forward really heavily
Yeah.
with
You're
them.
your own
But there's a lot
tester.
of risk reward in there as well, because if you actually lose that unit, then you actually lose the game.
Oh, that's what you mean by the king comparison. It's
Absolutely,
both
yeah.
your power unit and the queen, but your loss condition is the king.
Yeah, and other tools
Lost
include you can
condition.
drop down buildings right now. We've dropped in some HQs. Those are kind of like your base of operations, and to take your
HQ.
opponent's HQ is to win the match.
Yeah.
But on top of like kind of simple and easy to
Mine's
use
gonna
tools,
have
we've also got more
a
advanced
million
tools.
trees.
Oh yeah.
So many
million
trees.
trees.
Why?
So I love
It's like
trees.
an endless
Oh.
forest.
And assign like a scripted encounter or
So
sequence
many
to that.
trees.
Okay,
cool.
so, you know, if I step into that forest, someone can pop out and attack me.
Yeah, you could
Dude,
have bandits
cool.
jump
That's
out and attack
rad.
you in the woods. And the
Dude.
really cool thing about that is that that actually ties back into the campaign map we saw earlier. So maybe that will trigger a condition. Maybe
Yeah.
after encountering those bandits,
Don't go
the
into my
story takes a different
forests.
turn, and
Telling
you
you
decide to
right now.
go
I
into
see.
the forest to fight more of them, and so on.
Now, Doris, what is the process to go
Trap
from
City.
this map
Yeah.
to
Did he just put a
playable
shark in the
game?
water?
Yeah.
So
That was
it's
cool.
very
Rocks and
simple,
flowers.
Like as simple as sharing the map, actually. So you can just share your map, and if you want more content, just go online and download map.
Dude,
And
this game looks
everything
jolly
is
as
just
hell.
one
Yeah.
link.
Yeah, and the idea that like maybe there's
And
some
there it is.
popular
So let me
maps that are actually
take a
super
step
good.
over to this timer here.
It could have a
It
life.
has been 3 minutes, and we have gotten a chance to design a campaign map, end a mission,
It's not
and get it
out on
playable.
Switch
That is
yet, though. It's just
incredibly
coming to
fast.
Switch.
This is
This
coming
is
to
coming to
Switch.
Switch?
This is coming to Switch.
Nice, Damiani. Good research, dude.
Wow.
Everyone said it was in the
Cheers,
Nindies
guys.
thing.
Thanks for coming.
in
I think it
March.
was. You know what? I think it
I
was.
don't.
So Nintendo probably gave these people money in there. Like,
No, I don't think
Nintendo knows. Sanctioned.
Sorry, like the Nindies thing back in March was a blur for me.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I think it totally wasn't that. Chat's right, as usual.
Is there gonna be a rave?
Yeah, what was that?
There's
Yeah,
sort
what
of
the
rave.
hell
The
was
next
that?
game that we get the opportunity to talk about is the sequel to Middle-earth Shadow
was-
of Mordor.
it was to get the
It's
audience, like,
Middle-earth
pumped.
Shadow of
Yeah.
War.
There's some
It
rave
has an
shots.
You're like, we
officially
need more
announced
energy, more
release
energy.
date, guys.
Well,
It's
roll it.
October
Rave
10th.
shots.
Here to
My
talk to
next
me about
question
it
is-
Ooh, I'm gonna
is
get some of that
Michael
coffee
Zaflatus,
while
Vice
Person
President of
have
Creative
the
and
map
Monolith. What is
editor
up, Michael?
thing, though? Hang on.
Hey, thank you very much.
What?
Thanks for the
This
chair.
says nothing about the
Hell
editor
yeah.
being
Well,
available
the chair's
on.
a nice
okay,
break from all that
campaign
grueling
editors. There it
standard.
is. Okay.
And it gives us to do one of the most
making sure.
iconic things in PC gaming.
Dude, I'm gonna play that on
Despite-
That's a day one Switch
Day
purchase. Yep.
Thank
That's
you.
a pre-order,
Now,
preload.
Heard about the
I'm preloading, Matt.
What are some of the things that have been changing?
Did they have a release date?
building
I don't think they
upon,
said a release date.
Shadow of
For
Mordor
Wargroove.
in terms of
Or
Shadow
I missed
of
it.
War.
I think what we've tried really
What
hard
was
to do,
the guy's name?
Bruce. Pretty obvious.
Bruce.
Is take the things that were good. That
Oh,
worked
with a
in
Z.
games,
Bruce. With an
Colorado,
umlaut, I think.
Nemesis
Yeah.
system
Bruce.
and this world that we'd created.
Show
And to
him.
build
Robert
on
the
that,
Bruce.
but also
Actually,
to
yeah, I
take
like
the
Bruce.
lessons
Man,
we
I
learned in
like
the
it's so
first
weird
game
that
and
like we
really
weren't together
improve those. So
and we all saw that. You know what I mean?
really make this
it feels
a
weird.
truly epic
dying.
fantasy
He's
that's kind
my
of up
character
there
of the
with if you
year.
go and see
Yeah.
Return of the King
I think he was a
or
really good way to
Dragons.
demonstrate that game.
Focusing on the story and the characters as well.
I mean, you've been talking
This is
all
cool, seeing
throughout
some new
about
stuff
how
here.
important story is in Shadow of War. What does that mean in terms of the work that
Is that Mila
It
Jovovich?
means paying
Kinda
off
look
the
like
epic
Mila
scale,
Jovovich.
so having these titanic full-scale battles.
Sell
it
it.
means the stakes
Sell
of
it
the
every
story.
time.
Sauron
the
every
most
time. Sauron just
iconic
walking
and
at the
powerful
camera. Sell it.
villains,
Give me
you know,
goosebumps.
Sauron and the Witch King and the Nazgul. And it means having these incredibly memorable and personal characters, so
Right.
allies and enemies that you're working with.
And in terms of E3, what are the types of things that you're showcasing here that people can see?
Oh, the reason we're really excited
The
for
scope
E3
of this
is
game
two things.
freaks
People
me out.
being able to
Yeah,
get their hands
God,
on
yeah.
the game
This is
and
a
play
50-plus
it.
hour game.
And also that we're
Are you-
going to be
are you the
giving
same
demos
character
of
as
the
the
game.
first?
Because
Yes.
of the
Okay,
Nemesis
Talon.
system, every single
What's his
demo
name?
we give,
Talon?
we have no
Talon.
idea what's going to happen.
Oh,
We don't know which
okay.
ops or which characters are going to turn up, which stories are going to happen.
Reveals.
So every single time people go
Dude,
and see
look
the
at
demo,
writing
they're
that
going to
thing.
see something new, and so are we.
Awesome.
I bet he can
because of
talk
that,
to it,
we
too.
Really wanted
Yeah.
to share that, not just at
You have to
the
dominate
for
it.
anyone who wants to
Domination.
tune
Wait for
in
that
and
dominate
watch those
timer to go
demos
up.
as
Oh,
well.
Yeah, so
and of
is
course
that
you
like
see all the
you
information
deal a
for
certain
how
amount of
to
damage?
Weaken it and then you can
online
dominate. Yeah, I
throughout
think.
the entire
Like catching your
duration of
Pokemon.
E3.
And I think
know
the
that in a
timer is so
moment we're gonna
slow
get a chance
because
to delve a little
they're
bit
expecting
more
you to
into
hit
those
by other
story
people
bits
while you're.
with
Yep, yep.
unique cinematic based on one of the characters that was in the trailer. Can you introduce her for us, Eltariel?
Yeah, so she's one of the new characters we're introducing
Bruce.
into the world.
I don't wanna
into
see
our
more of
story.
the same. I
Eltariel,
wanna
she's
see
the
new
Blade
people.
of
I just wanna
Galadriel.
see
So
Bruce.
she's
Blade of
essentially an
Galadriel,
assassin
dude,
that's been
that's
sent
hype.
to Mordor to hunt
that hype?
down Nazgul
Yeah.
and to hunt down
Kate
anyone
Blanchett,
corrupted
dude?
by a Ring of Power. And you, as Talion, running around Mordor wielding a Ring
Talion,
of Power. So
Talion.
there's some interesting tension in that relationship with her. But she's this awesome character, and as well as that, she gets her own fully playable campaign in our first major
Whoa.
story DLC as well, which
Whoa.
is
Very cool.
Well, before we hop into that, I just want to say
'Cause the
Michael,
first one had
thanks
some
for coming on
sick
to talk
DLC where you
about
fought
Shadow
Sauron.
of War. We talked about how important story is to Shadow of War, so let's take a little bit of a look at 2 minutes of
Emphasize
the
the story.
cinematic.
Sign me
Eltariel,
up, dude. I'm so ready.
2 minutes only.
So ready.
So the blade has significance in the lore.
So it is true.
You killed me.
And yet you live. What is that like? To die and live again? Do you feel pain? Do you suffer?
What of the city? Of the Palantir?
Love that curiosity.
The Nazgul have taken both. They belong to the Dark Lord now.
Then I have failed.
What if you keep fighting?
Wields the light of Galadriel. We can recover the ring.
Your rings are the cause of all this, Elf Lord.
Oh.
You can see him.
I see him.
Who are you?
I'm the Blade of Galadriel.
Since when does Galadriel work with assassins?
Great threats make for unlikely alliances. You know this better than most.
So they call her the Blade.
No, tell
Yeah,
me
she
more
is
about
the
this
Blade.
ring.
Got it.
We crafted it to defeat Sauron. But it was lost.
The Nazgul will be drawn to the power of the ring.
We cannot let it fall into Sauron's hands. The light of Galadriel, give it to us!
Stay your hand. My light will protect us, but it will not leave my side.
We must move quickly.
Will a movie character appear?
Try to keep up.
Several, dude. Like 5.
Because Gollum was in the first one.
Yeah, you're gonna see Pippin for no reason.
Pippin.
That was a cool scene.
So I think really bad
War.
faces, but good voice
Fan
acting.
of Shadow
Yeah.
of War.
And good
I'm
directing,
really
you know,
excited
yeah.
to see where the story
Yeah.
goes in the sequel. And I'm pleased to say we have one final game to announce
Oh, okay.
from
Hey.
Microsoft, and I'm not even allowed to say the name yet. So joining me to talk about
Whoa.
said unnamed game
who's a creative director for Microsoft Studios. Adam Eisgreen, welcome,
This
Adam.
is cool.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for having me on the show. Pleasure here.
Showing up to the PC gaming
Now,
show.
Adam,
I respect
I understand that you've been in games for a long time.
I have. I am coming up on my 25th year making video games. So yes, you can actually make a career out of being in games.
Wait, what's all good chat?
And you know, I got my start in the DOS days. Remember DOS? Like,
Oh, yeah, dude, I played
High
Zork
Memsys
all
and
day.
so I got my start in the DOS days doing role-playing games, D&D games. But I spent a heck of a lot of time making real-time strategy games. I was at Westwood Studios for years, working on the Command & Conquer series.
Westwood.
Earth and Beyond.
Speaking of my
a
soul
whole bunch of great
right now.
games there. Petroglyph, Universe of War, Empire at War. So a lot of history on PC, and I'm excited to get back to it.
Well, I understand that this
Command
title is
Conquer.
an
Let's
homage
go. I dare
to those
you.
roots.
Homage
And
to
I'm
those
still
roots.
not going to tell you what it is, but I know you're curious, so let's head right
dare
in
you.
to this world-exclusive trailer.
World exclusive console. Exclusive launch. Windows 10, Xbox One X.
Okay, it's not Command & Conquer.
Stained glass screen.
Age of Empires or something?
First party.
Is this Rise?
Whoa, wait, that's not Rise, dude.
No. Is it Age of Empires?
Dude! I was thinking.
So I just
Is
said.
it?
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I missed you.
Reveal yourself.
It for sure is. Yeah, it's gotta be.
There it is.
Yeah!
It's
Oh,
a
it's a remaster?
4K.
Dude, yes! Kyle, man, you're centering.
I know.
You're
I feel
centering
bad.
like 7-year-old Huber played this every
this game
day
is
and
rad.
every night.
I'm a little bummed that it's just a remaster, but
I don't care, man. That feel, that
First steps,
vibe.
Baby steps.
Yeah, I
Baby
don't
steps,
even
you're right.
care.
If it performs well, maybe we'll make a new one.
Oh my god.
Xbox Live multiplayer.
So you're in, dude.
I'm 100% in. I can't wait for this.
Tell me what's happening. It looks like a mess, the battles.
Yeah, it starts small though. Like
Okay.
they're showing, you know,
Yeah.
big battles right now. Like,
Sure.
Wasn't this actually rumored?
I think so.
No,
I think
dude,
there was heavy
I'm
rumors
so
about this.
pumped right now.
That was new. Like a new Age of Empires.
Like you start with like a spearman like hunting
There's a
and
beta
no
already.
supplies, like you build up. Dude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Way different than Civilization. Completely different.
Adam,
beta?
Adam.
Is that beta out right now?
Age of
off that
Empires
Windows
was the
stuff,
first
beta.
game I ever
Like,
saved up
go,
my allowance to play as a kid. I'd
my
weed my
gosh.
grandma's garden
Please,
all day. She
beta.
was like $2, and I still stayed dedicated. Tell me about Age of Empires, man.
It's cool. It's
You know,
PC
nobody
exclusive.
has been able to play this
Not-
game
It said
It's
Xbox Live
It's
on the
multiplayer.
Xbox
CD-ROMs
Live
for the
on
last
there.
20 years.
And
I think
what's
that's what-
a CD-ROM?
I know.
Age of
in
Empires
this day and
history
age,
is
like,
rooted
who
in
even has a
PC, though.
drive?
They probably wanted to save
You know,
it for
and
the
this has
PC
been
conference.
such a labor of love.
I
for
don't
us at
think there's an
Microsoft
Xbox One
and our
version of
development
this.
It said
partner,
Xbox
Said
Live
Xbox
multiplayer in the
multiplayer.
trailer.
Bring
Yeah, I
back
think that's just
Age
what
of
they
Is that what they're
Empires
calling
on such
their
a
online
wonderful
one? Okay.
definitive
I could be
edition,
wrong, yeah.
so everyone can experience
Why would they
it.
call it
I
Xbox
want to
Live
talk about all
multiplayer
the
on a
stuff we saw in the
PC?
trailer start to finish.
I
Talk
don't-
to me
it's- might be-
about the graphics.
Like the
Microsoft.
Windows 10, like if you want to play
We've
other people
redone
online through.
every single
I think that's
asset
what that
in
is.
the original Age of Empires.
That's
Every
insane.
animation,
Yeah.
every tile
Please
set,
confirm, chat.
That
everything that
makes
made
no
Age
sense.
of
Windows
Empires
10 uses
great,
Xbox
we have
Live.
Yeah.
carefully and lovingly taken and made even better. and
Only
better.
a Windows 10.
I remember
game.
it's
It's
not
not
on
And it's like
Xbox.
that
Right.
transition of
Around the original game, it was
graphics,
very
like that can
blocky.
go so
Yeah, yeah,
horribly
stuttering.
wrong.
16
The
bits now,
vibe
so
is
the fonts
still
don't jitter, you know.
there.
Well translated.
Yes.
Work has
Yeah.
gone into making the game and the presentation
Right.
amazing.
What about audio?
I think
Oh,
we still
yeah.
have more
So
to
we've
go,
re-orchestrated
chat.
and re-recorded the entire
I think this is
soundtrack
the
last
to
game.
Oh, you
using
did?
an
Okay,
actual
I didn't hear
symphony
that.
this time.
I was checking on
It
it,
sounds
or
wonderful.
easy,
People at
right?
studios are
Get some
constantly
feedback.
begging us to get the soundtrack already.
Now, I have to ask,
Beta.
there were some aspects to the gameplay back then that were a little janky. Have there been any updates
Had
to
to
the
be
gameplay in
said.
that regard?
Yes.
What's he
So
referring
not
to?
only have we done things like improved
I
fine
was-
path, which is
dude, I
of
was
course
so
always
young,
a big thing in
like,
RTS
nothing
games.
Yeah, I don't
janky
know. Like
about
back
it.
then it felt fine.
Yeah.
Back then I was just like, I
a
love
lot of
Age
people
of
forget
Empires.
that Virtual Age didn't even have an idle village.
There were the coolest cheat codes
So all
too.
of
You
that
could get
stuff
like
tacked
a
on
moon,
things
like a
that-
limousine, like machine gun car,
Yeah.
and like a moon guy with like laser guns.
Yes.
Really good cheats.
Yep.
Taken all of the
Love
love
that.
from the Age games that followed and brought it up to those standards.
And you know, speaking of modernization, I saw that it said Xbox Live Multiplayer, which, as you may or may not know, that is the online matchmaking service that Microsoft uses for PC games. I mean, how are you utilizing it?
Oh, well, we've completely redone how lobbies work and how games and matching works. You know, we have our friend system, of course, it's built into Xbox Live. So players should have a really amazing experience. We also have a web portal, so they can go and
So
track
does that mean you have to
progress
pay
and
to
see
play
the
this
results
online?
against all the other players.
No.
So it should be a really wonderful experience to play.
Xbox Live is free on PC.
It's very weird that they call it that.
Yeah,
It is.
So game will be out later this
Xbox
year,
or
but
Microsoft
you can go
not great
right
at naming
now
things.
to ageofempires.com and sign up for our multiplayer beta.
Beta?
You know,
Do I get
RTS games.
No,
are
you gotta
really
sign
good.
up.
Our multiplayer is
The
so
site- the
important.
website's down
And we
right
want to
now,
make
it's
sure
getting
that this definitive edition
Keep me
of Age
posted,
is the
Damiani.
absolute best.
You can
game.
download that today.
So,
You can't download
multiplayer,
today. You gotta
please
sign
come
up.
Sign, play with us, make the game great.
You asked me before we hopped on that you wanted to say one more special bit, a little bit of a tease. We understand that it's the 20th anniversary of Age of Empires. What is it you wanted to say?
So, yes, Age of Empires, the whole franchise will be 20. It's hitting its 20 mark October of this year. You know, and this is the start here at E3 with you. Is the start of the celebration of 20 years of Age of Empires, and that party is going to roll. We're going to continue that. So you're going to hear from us again in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom in August.
Nice.
And we're going to be having a really wonderful Age of Empires event there and talking a whole bunch about, I think, stuff you're going to want to hear.
I think I'm going to want to hear it.
Yes.
What a tease.
Well, what I just say, Adam, thank you so much for coming out.
Awesome
Super
announcement,
excited about
dude.
it.
So cool.
Yeah, you know what's cool is because Microsoft is really like, why would they? You know what I mean? Because they're focused on bigger games.
I would never have expected that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Let's head back up to the mezzanine with Sonya for one last hello.
Thank you, Sean. I had an amazing time being a part of some awesome game reveals and kicking it with you guys today. If you want any more information on any of the games that you saw today, go to PCGamer.com. If you want to hang out with me and check me out on the internet, at OMG It's Firefox, pretty much everywhere. I had a blast, and for one last time, back to you, Sean.
Thank you so much, Sonya. I gotta say, it was a blast. I hope you had a great time. Thank you all so much for coming out, all of you who braved LA traffic to be here in the morning.
2 hours is much better.
Hour 45.
Yeah, you're right.
Intel, Microsoft, Bohemia, Tripwire, Cygames, and
So we've got
making this event possible.
They did not.
It is an absolute pleasure to
So we've got
have your
15 minutes
support.
to do a
And
rapid
I'd
fire
also like to
post
give a
show
shout
before
out to
our
all the
Ubisoft
developers
pre-show
and the
hosted
publishers
by
at
Ben
their
Moore.
recent conferences that have been going on in the
So
last
let's
year.
just
We were super excited about the
take
titles
your
there,
break and
following
we'll
you
just
closely
roll
with this
through.
work.
Unless you want to quickly talk about Age of Empires for a minute.
And as crazy as it sounds,
let me
E3 starts tomorrow. So we hope that you get the chance to get your hands on some of the titles that were announced in the last week that you're pumped for. From all the folks at PC Gamer and from me, Day 9,
right.
have a wonderful day and go play some video
Damiani,
games.
you want to
We'll see you
mute
next year.
that? Mute that guy, Damiani?
Alright, muted now.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, so let's real quick talk about Age of Empires.
Age of Empires.
It's pretty exciting.
That is so exciting.
So, yeah, Damiani, can chat confirm whether that was actually announced before or not?
What do you want?
No.
Age of Empires.
It was not.
Okay.
There's
For
no,
sure.
because he even said,
He
he's
said
like,
he
I
couldn't
can't
say the
even
name.
name the game.
Yeah, so that's what weird is. I think that it was teased
Leaked
or
or
something.
something?
There wasn't an initiative for a while yet.
Yeah. That is just, that's a feel-good moment.
Yeah.
That is an E3 feel-good moment.
yeah.
A long dormant franchise coming back in some capacity, you know?
Great way to cap off the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just, it feels good. It feels great. I'm signing up for that beta. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So this is a rumor. It was never announced.
Okay.
Thank you, Damiani.
So in about 10 minutes, we'll give a score to this conference because it's a conference.
Sure.
But yeah, we're gonna just run it down. So it started Wayne Jane, started with VO. They did the XCOM 2 expansion
Looked great.
with the catchphrase aliens. War of the Chosen comes out August 29th. Looked really good.
Looks real good.
Big.
Good opener.
Should we bring Ben in now?
No, he looks like he's still
prepping
busy.
still, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked real cool.
Looks real good.
New enemies, new character classes. I think Huber's
All
in
that
there.
good stuff.
Then Oubliettes.
That looks awesome, dude.
Oubliettes. Yeah,
Like
Oubliette, very different thing.
Animal Crossing mixed
what
with
is that?
Pokemon.
An oubliette is a dungeon with no doors or windows and no exit. They drop you in from the top, and then you're trapped in there forever.
I would want to play Oubliettes. Oubliettes, though.
Oubliettes. Yeah. Pokemon meets Harvest Moon? Come on.
Not too much news shown from the trailers that they've had before. But
Okay.
it was cool to see it represented here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for that game. BattleTech looks pretty
looks
cool.
fun, actually, dude.
Yeah.
I want to play that.
BattleTechGame.com.
For that beta.
Well, the whole reason he left is to go in there. BattleTech looks really cool.
A really good on-stage demonstration. I think they
Yeah.
showed maybe too much of the space station.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Like the first half was
Interesting
that.
to see that it has a hub, though, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and characters who matter, and then showing the actual battle. It was cool. I love seeing a game played at E3. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. Then it was Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord,
I don't
which
get it.
these two guys were real excited about.
It's fun, dude. You don't know until you play it.
Yeah.
You don't get it until you play it.
Total War Warhammer 2.
Lizard Men.
Dinos.
Lizard Men.
Yeah.
September 28th.
Bringing their dinos to the battlefield.
Dinos.
That realizes I'm not on camera, right?
Why? What's
Huh?
wrong?
So I was like, Damiani, stop trolling Microsoft and Xbox. I was like, I'm not even talking right now. I'm not talking right now.
Wasn't that like 30 minutes ago?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Shadowverse was the card game with Wonderland Dreams. They've got that expansion.
Anime Hearthstone.
Anime Hearthstone.
Anime Hearthstone.
Intel talked about Destiny 2 in the VR challenge, which is going to be hilarious.
And then Intel talked for a long time. You can acknowledge that.
They had to pay. They had to pay. You know, it's
Yeah.
paid for by
Pay the bills.
Intel. Then Felix Kramer announced Tunic, that awesome Fox game. where
Yeah,
you
so
cut the
hold on.
grass.
You know that person? You know Felix
I've met
Kramer?
Felix a couple of times. They're friends of a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Game of the
was
show,
awesome.
baby.
That
Game of the
yeah,
show.
Yeah. Tunic looks rad.
Yep.
It looks so like delightful.
Yep. We popped off a boat. We chopped some grass. Of course, like we did a little dodge roll. That
Dodge
was
roll?
Yep.
communicating so
Sold.
much. I saw a locked door.
Sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Fez meets all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well, Zelda.
Zelda. Yeah.
A lot of Zelda.
It's a lot of Zelda.
A lot of Zelda.
Yeah.
Zelda meets Fez. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like the graphic style a lot. I hope the controls are good. I hope the gameplay is fun.
You get that impression though.
Yeah, you do.
It wasn't
did seem as
loosey goosey. It
though-
was yeah. It was tight.
Then we had huge announcements for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, climbing over fences and vaulting.
That's a game changer, though.
That is a game changer.
It was like one more thing. I'm like, okay. And it's just like a dumb little
some gun. I'm like, I don't care about that gun. Yeah, they were like, yeah, that's a cool gun. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
but you can jump over fences now.
Yeah.
I died like twice because of a fence. Oh boy.
They heard your complaints.
And I
man.
think it's actually very
Yeah.
interesting how slow the animation is, so people aren't just
Yeah,
like,
so you don't spam it and
Oh, yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly spamming it.
Well, I wonder if you can just vault whenever, or if you can only vault over things.
Sure. Oh, yeah,
I wonder
that's
if it's
true.
context sensitive.
Yeah.
What?
It could be on cooldown or something.
Yeah.
Do you want to be at the table, Damian?
Damian, you want to come over here and talk?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He's gonna be there forever.
He's dealing with some technical stuff over there, everybody.
Tripwire came out, talked about Rising Storm Vietnam for like 2 seconds, Killing Floor Incursion for a second and a half,
I'll play it.
and Killing Floor 2 Summer Sideshow, which is free for a week starting tomorrow
yeah.
on
That
Steam.
was our shadow drop,
Looked fun.
basically.
Yeah.
Brad, you'll play that, dude?
I'll play with you.
You want to be
all
in
day.
that circus nightmare?
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Kyle
never
was
played
very
Carnival,
grossed
then,
out.
dude.
I was puking.
Kyle,
was
you're
very
killing them,
grossed
man.
out.
I puked.
They disgust you. You kill them.
Yeah.
Satisfying. It's like therapy for you.
It doesn't feel like it doesn't. You feel zero guilt sawing one of those things
Zero guilt.
up. Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah. They had tough lives, though, Brad.
They're trying to kill you.
They are trying to kill me.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. And then Forza 7 came out and talked about Porsche again, and nobody here really cared.
Yeah, they talked about the benefits of PC for the game in particular, which I think is kind of cool.
And how
the
they
steering
scaled it
wheels it
down to
supports.
i5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because not everybody has
Scalability.
ultra settings.
Yeah,
not everybody has that kind of
the
PC.
That's cool.
Skylake or whatever.
Yeah.
Then Sea of Thieves came out, and there's maybe an alpha you can get on SeaofThieves.com, which I'm pretty excited about.
There's like some
Yeah.
weird testing.
He said
if
we
you
have
sign up.
thousands of PC players already.
Huber was yelling and screaming about what the game is.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say with both of those games, they showed nothing new from what they showed
Yeah,
yesterday.
they were just talking about the PC specs of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they
what-
could have
what-
shown those
is
games
what
running on
this
PC.
conference is for, kind of. Talking about PC and specs and
Right,
tra-la-la.
and so I think it's kind of weird to show the Scorpio demos of those,
Yeah.
the Scorpio trailers.
What is this?
Is this Ubisoft, Damiani?
You want Ubisoft up? They're not seeing this.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. Well, no, you know what? We're not there yet. Sorry, we just see some weird stuff on the
Yeah.
screen.
yeah, there's a
okay.
trailer for the movie
Yeah,
Blood
sorry,
Drive,
so
which looks
that's-
bonkers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then Islands.
Oh, with a Y.
With the
With a
Y.
Y.
Islands
Your
with a Y.
island.
Yeah. So it's
Your Lands.
It's
Your
always
Lands,
weird.
that was it.
It's like games like that. You don't know if it'll take off or not. It
Right,
could be huge.
right.
It could be enormous.
huge or disappear immediately.
Yeah.
We'll see if Don likes it. I want to play Don's
Yeah, we
world.
need the Dawn.
He'll be our canary.
Yeah. Don's our canary in the island's coal mine. It's hard not to say Wylands.
Yeah. They spelled it with a Y. It's on them.
Wylands Yutani. Okay, then Clay came out and introduced Griftland, which is that sci-fi RPG coming out in late 2017.
That
game looks awesome.
That looks great.
Yeah, where you saw story stuff, recruiting party members, talking to NPCs, the battles. Yeah, that was a good trailer.
Yeah,
it was a good trailer.
It showcased the game well.
Yeah,
and the graphical style was cool.
Yeah,
neat stuff.
Good debut. Absolutely.
They make good games. So
Lone Echo is the space game where you move yourself with your arms in zero G and Troy Baker's involved somehow.
Games.
Yeah, and it also has a Echo Arena multiplayer, which seemed like a separate game, but made because they were like, hey, you could do this with this engine, huh?
Yeah,
that was the esports push.
Yeah, esports push.
That's
VR esports.
That's one of the games they're gonna be playing in Poland.
Yeah.
That Intel is sponsoring.
Yeah.
For $1 million.
$1 million.
I said $1 million.
Hello. Is this thing on?
You don't like money? Do people not like money here?
God.
It's $1 million. All
right, Kyle. Speaking of $1 million, Lawbreakers
incredible.
Came out beta June 30th. Comes out August 8th, $29.99. None of this quote multiplayer $60 bullshit.
Shots fired.
I like it.
$60 multiplayer only bullshit, I think is what he said. Yeah.
I don't mind him saying that. Obviously,
it's Cliffy. You kind of expect him to say something like that.
Yeah.
But he's not wrong.
He's pointing at Overwatch.
Well, I did like he's
obviously he's pointing. Really?
Yeah.
When he's talking about the beta and stuff, he's like, "Will it be balanced? No.
No.
But we're gonna try to work on it."
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lawbreakers looks fun. I'm gonna be garbage at it.
Yeah.
But I'll have fun.
I'll be playing it this
Low
week.
entry point. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean you're playing it this week? Oh, E3. It's E3.
I'll report on it. I'll report
E3's
on it.
coming up.
I'm playing it. Yeah.
All right, we've got about 5 minutes left. We got a couple of games to talk about, and then we'll give it a score.
Okay.
And then Ben will come in here and we'll do Ubisoft.
I need like a minute stretch break. Though.
Oh yeah. We're all gonna.
I could
get
use a
up,
stretch.
move around.
Yeah, we need a stretch break.
Then we talk about War Groove, which might be coming to the Switch. Apparently, it's coming to the Switch.
It's absolutely coming to the Switch.
Great, dude.
Looks
I
great.
totally forgot. Nintendo actually showcased this game.
Yeah.
They gave it some credit.
And with the leveled editor, campaign editor,
I think
Very
is really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
very cool.
I really like the idea that the outcome of a particular match could play into the story.
You can make a branching campaign. It's
branching
very
campaign.
cool.
Yeah.
And I liked having triggerable trigger boxes in the forest or whatever. on the
Yeah, like
map.
traps and
To
set up ambushes and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dynamic combat situations.
And if you make it cheap, people won't like your map.
People
and
won't
it
like
will
your
die.
map.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
go to the
like
bottom
every
of the
map.
map.
Stay out of the woods.
Yeah.
Every map.
Don't go
I
in the
love
woods.
going into the woods.
But you're gonna get in a fight.
But you get that extra cover. You get like a bonus in the battles if you're in the
Put
woods.
some
Yeah.
treasure in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That'd be cool. Yeah, you got incentivized going to the woods.
I think they called it a risk reward.
Shadow of War comes out October 10th. They talked
Story-driven.
about the Blade of Galadriel, whose name was Tariel.
My apologies, everyone, for thinking the blade was an actual sword. My bad.
Yeah, this is the lady.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very well written cutscene. I liked it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Bad faces.
Bad faces. Good voice
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
Look,
exactly.
video game technology isn't there yet. We can't do faces. It's hard.
I've seen good faces. I've seen them.
Name 7 games with good faces.
Mega Man Legends.
All right.
Mega Man.
And then they revealed Age of Empires Definitive Edition, which we started.
Great finale.
Which is great.
Great
Yeah.
finale, though.
Yeah. Good.
That was
appropriate.
a feel good moment for you, Bert.
Because
Appropriate finale.
we talked about how Microsoft kind of phoned it in, their presence with Sea of Thieves and Forza. They did not phone that in.
They're like, this is for the diehards.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool.
That's good.
So, Kyle.
I got a question before we do numbers.
Question.
So I want to give this a really good score because of what it was. Basically how I would review video games and how I review trailers. Like thinking like, you have this and this is what you did with what you had.
Right. And this is what they were going for.
Yeah. And so I don't want to, if you see a good score and you're like, well, it's comparable to Sony, it's like, obviously we love Sony press conferences because they're flashy and everything, all these things.
Right.
But I think what we saw today was really, really good. I love that it was an hour 45.
For a slower paced, talk show style, tech heavy PC gaming show, yeah.
They didn't dwell on stuff I felt too long when they're talking to developers.
Yeah.
Not- Just like the guy that sponsoring them. That was about it. But
Yeah. So I'm going to give this 8.7.
Wow.
Damn. High score for Kyle Bossman.
Hi.
I know,
Kyle
but
loved it.
I wanted. That's why I wanted to qualify it.
Hey,
Right,
I think it was
right.
a super
It's
good
all
PC
fun,
gaming
man.
show.
We're
Yeah.
just giving goofy scores.
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 years would have been the same amount of content stretched out over twice as much time.
Yeah.
More or less.
And a bunch of stuff that like really wasn't worth showcasing.
Yeah,
That was
right.
my issue previously too.
And like way more sponsor talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I'd say Yeah, I mean, given that, with that in mind, I'd say 8.5. I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
For what it was.
Bradley Ellis.
8.2. 8.2. Solid. That was great.
Like, obviously, it's not as flashy as some of the other press conferences, but that's not what they're going for.
Huber's making me nervous.
What?
Your glances, man.
Just staring you in the eye.
Huber, what do you score it?
Wait. Let him get on camera.
Get on camera. Here.
I'm just gonna say, check.
Stretch free.
Yeah. Check the full suit before you step in front of the camera. Damiani, what's your score, dude?
Yeah. Oh, is Damiani still over there?
Yeah.
But I'm not on camera right now, so this is my voice.
Yeah.
The voice of Damiani.
I give it around a 7. I think I gave EA a 6. I think this was better than EA, but it wasn't better than Microsoft. I gave Microsoft a.
I definitely think that was better than Microsoft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Kyle hated the Microsoft press conference.
I forget what I gave Microsoft. Chat. Do you remember? Did I give Microsoft a 7? I know.
Yeah,
I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
I think I gave it an 8 because I said like they didn't have any amazing, no big breaking new games. It was just like a lot of games. But what do you do? So yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Like it.
I'll give this a 7.
It looks kind of cool actually.
Wait, what could they do better with this?
Where?
Next year.
This.
I think they could have shortened it down. Like
it was a little long.
It was a little long.
Sure.
Like, they could trim some of the fat.
You're right.
They can tighten it up.
Blood said I overscore for improvement, and I think he's right.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it was drastically improved over the previous 2 years.
It was. It was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Year over year, actually, I would say that this show
next
improves
year,
itself pretty
after this,
dramatically.
like next year is like we need to cover PC again.
Yeah, and never let go of Day 9. Never let go of them.
Yeah, Day 9 is like the glue that holds that thing together.
Yeah. And did Huber do a score yet?
Yeah. What was your score?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with this show. The big lull was when the Intel person came out. I enjoyed all the interviews talking about the game. It was actually interesting. I was like, okay, tell me about this game. I always wanted to know things. Sea of Thieves, of course, like everyone was saying, it was more about the PC tech side of things.
Yeah.
And there was a feel-good moment at the end with Age of Empires. I'm gonna give this an 8.0.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I thought it was fun, and it is different than all the other conferences.
Yeah.
In a good, cozy way.
Good vibes.
It was really this, Monday afternoon. Today's Monday or Sunday?
I don't know.
Today, I know, dude. I know.
It was like Monday morning show. It just felt good. Yeah. And I had a great time the whole way through.
Yeah.
So
great.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that does it for our coverage of the PC Gaming Show. Thank you for joining us. Instantly, right now, Ben Moore is going to come up onto the desk, and we're going to start our Ubisoft pre-show. So just stay right where you are.
Ian, great moderating.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Well,
I mean,
who are we, though? You always got to end moderating with that, yeah.
Yeah, we're Easy Allies, easyallies.com, patreon.com/easyallies.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us for E3 this year. We love E3. We're very excited about lots of crazy announcements. And we'll see Ubisoft. We're pretty
momentarily.
hyped. Yeah. We're welcome to the desk, Ben Moore.
We've never done an on-camera transition before.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah, we need a trailer in between.
Yeah, we need a trailer in between.
Damiani, we need a buffer, dude.
Give me something.
Emergency buffer, Damiani.
Yeah, I gotta go.